God's work, not the hard work. All right. Title reads Tom Homan. That's the new borders off. Right. Controversial plan to end migrant crisis at the border and more. You know, we got the black the army and keep on much more hard or try to get this economy together and stuff like that. We got a lot to talk about, you know, because honestly, we wanna open up the doors and try to see this dream team that he formed, you know, like so to speak. All right, so we want to look at answer the poll. Will Trump's new borders all fix the problem? We do want to look at everybody else. We want to take a look at those guys because we don't know everybody, man. We just hear a bunch of names and stuff like that, so we don't really know these people that well, right? But I do want y'all to hear the new borders are Tom Homan speak to Cuomo real quick, you know, and see what he got in, what type of plans he got and what is he talking about. Because so far, what we know is we like anybody that talks in a way where we understand. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's for beginners, God's work. I mean, honestly, one of the biggest problems I have with anybody is when I can't communicate with you. If I can't communicate with you, that's ungodly, you know? And I deal with the God's work, not the hard work, okay? The ungodly kind it's kind of hard, all right? Let's double tap the screen, get the likes up, share this video, all right? And tell me what y'all think about Tom Homan. We got so much more to talk about, man. We're going down the rabbit hole tonight.
Now, top of the list of real problems that Trump may well move on is immigration. It could be his first major legislative initiative. Now, given that this crisis has been evolving over the years, I wanted to kind of break down how we got here, okay? Kind of looking at the last three presidents as what they faced when they came in and what they did with that, all right? Let's start with border crossing. So let's get the graphics going. Obama, we'll start with him. He left office 400,000 illegal border encounters. In Trump's first year, border crossings dropped to a record low of 300,000. Why? Tough talk on immigration, which served as a deterrent. In his last year, and then he had the home country agreements where he was facilitating deals where people kept processing in their own borders, within their own borders. His remain in Mexico, pressuring Mexico to put troops on the border with Guatemala and the border with the U.S. His last year, border encounters were at 400,000, okay? Now, why'd they go back up? Because the demand returned, okay? Now, you go to Biden. And Trump had set up Title 42, okay, which slowed down asylum because of the pandemic. That helped. In Biden's first year, though, border crossings skyrocketed to 1.7 million. Why? Wasn't talking tough about immigration, much more welcoming. There was a lot more instability in Latin America. There was a stronger U.S. economy post-COVID. You know, don't sleep on COVID as a factor in this. People weren't coming here because they were afraid of getting sick, or they were sick, and there weren't the same jobs, okay? And that was a big factor in suppressing the demand when Trump was in office, okay? Now, with a stronger economy, without COVID, you see crossings are like 5 times higher than when Trump left office. So what has he done? He has pledged to deport millions of illegal immigrants from the country. So let's compare how each president handled deportations. Obama's administration deported 240,000 migrants in 2016, but their enforcement policy focused, as does Biden's, on targeting criminals, not just those who only cross illegally. When Trump took office, his administration adopted a zero-tolerance policy, meaning everybody is seen as the same level.
I'm getting the same kind of argument, like you're getting people that's upset that I guess the government is so eager to kick people out the country. But I mean, like when you start tying two in, when you start looking at your condition and you start taking some responsibility for, you know, like how long you stay in your condition, you start to factor in stuff like immigration. You know, these things that we never thought about. Now we looking at it and we like, okay, so I see this is how I'm getting fucked over. Okay. All right. So I got to get more active in understanding how this, because just being the happy-go-lucky, yeah, let them all in, is what's actually fucking you up. You're losing your opportunities because of this shit.
Of transgression, allowing immigration officials to deport anyone who crossed illegally. By 2019, deportations had reached a high of 267,000. During his last year, mostly due to COVID, again, they dropped. Biden takes office, his administration issues new guidelines.
You on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat, man. I'm gonna get to the chat in a couple of minutes. Share this video too, man. We going in the rabbit hole tonight, man. I got some deep stuff to I got Tom Jones and Candace Owens going off. I mean, and some of the shit that he's talking about, you know, I'm not really into the conspiracy theories, man. I like solid evidence and stuff, right? But yo, this dude, Tom Jones, some of the shit that he talk about, when you go Google it and find out it's true.
Guidance to the agents.
Tom Jones, a bad motherfucker.
Telling them to target migrants who pose a national security or public safety threat. Okay, kind of like Obama, but maybe even more selective. Deportations, therefore, plummet.
Now, pay attention to what he says.
Because you're looking for a smaller band of people, 59,000 in his first year. Just recently, the Biden administration changed its enforcement policies, allowing agents to target migrants who also cross the border illegally. Deportations, of course, pop to 140,000. Migrants are coming to this country.
Now, people on the left love talking about those numbers, but they hate these real numbers. Watch how they conveniently just act like they don't see these numbers.
Knowing that if they come and claim asylum, they can stay thanks to, in my opinion, a broken asylum system. 3 million migrants have pending cases. They wait on average 4 years just to get an asylum hearing. And remember, they're almost all released on their own recognizance, catch and release. So why would you come back if you know you're going to get thrown out? And that is what the system experiences. The question now is, what can Trump do to solve this crisis? And we have somebody who does.
Now, some people saying that Tom Oman is radical, but if he was radical, he's been radical. He used to be the director of ICE. Come on.
Not fit into the definition.
He ain't new to this.
Of people who are a head scratcher as to why they've been given the position by Trump they've been given. The man that we have tonight is arguably better than.
Got to this video from the shorts feed. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. If you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat. Spam this chat with ones. Let me know you're a live person.
Any man he could have picked within his reach. Okay.
If you ain't on the Trump train, type 2.
Border czar Tom Homan. It's good to have you, Tom.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
The way I laid it out, pretty straight.
Tom Homan's a cowboy. Spam this chat with ones, man, if you're on that Trump train. Jeremiah, Xavier, salute.
Yeah, a few things.
Peace, salute. All the mods, salute.
I disagree with you with, but I think it's more important. And you look at the numbers on the Biden administration, I care more about the numbers he released in the country more than I care about the deportation, because he released millions of people into the country where President Trump didn't.
Exactly.
And that is because, and please feel free to correct whatever assertion.
I got a video of an old man that basically he's from Texas and he patrols this fucking border. And when he sees people jumping over, I'm gonna show you what he does.
I made you don't agree with, you're the boss. But that is because Biden changed the definition of who the men and women doing enforcement should be looking for, correct?
No, that'd be ICE. He has changed the definition of who ICE should be looking for. He's made it clear. Secretary Mayorkas made it clear to ICE that
I like that
being in the country illegally on his own without a criminal.
I like that he thinks about what he's gonna say before he just starts spitting it.
ICE. He has changed the definition of who ICE should be looking for. He's made it clear.
If you're new here, you're on that Trump train. You see those ones? Spam the chat with ones. Let us know that you active, you alive. You know, if you love this country, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, I want you to spam this chat with ones, man. We're going down a rabbit hole tonight. I got some information from Tom Jones and Candace Owens that I think is going to raise your fucking eyebrows today.
Secretary Mayorkas made it clear to ICE that being in the country illegally on his own without a criminal charge, if you're not a public safety threat or a national security threat, they're off the table. So they changed who ICE was looking for. But as far as the Border Patrol, they went from ending catch and release that the Trump administration had to releasing millions of people to the country. That's really the difference, and I blame that on ending the.
Imagine that coming to America getting all this money, stacking it up, bringing your criminal ass friends over here, opening up shop for years, free range to do whatever you want, kill somebody, go to jail, and then they let you out. What? While the regular American got to do that 25 years, that 50 years, that 100 years, and sometimes a lot of cases they be dead ass innocent. So we got to do all that time. They go up to downstate, boom, ICE comes, grabs them, boom, and they go home. They go right home. And you know what they do? They turn right back around and come over here and kill another motherfucker.
Policies that were proven effective in the Trump administration. You know, look, I worked for 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. I've seen hundreds of policies come and go. I know what policies work, what policies doesn't. Love or hate Trump, the Remain in Mexico program was a game changer. People can still claim asylum, they wait in Mexico. That was a game changer. And after a few months, people stopped
coming. Already said since Ronald Reagan. And I'm going to show you a congressional hearing where this dude right here, listen, let me tell you something, right? He'll curse you out right at the fucking meeting because he knows that they don't have no tact. He knows that at those congressional meetings, they're ghetto ass F. All right? And I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Because when they realized they weren't going to be released in the United States, they weren't going to spend all their money, giving it to the criminal cartels, only to wait in Mexico. So, by doing that, by moving immigration that low to a 45-year low, less migrant deaths across the border, less women.
Do me a favor, let's double tap the screen. Let's get the likes all the way up in here. Yeah. Do you think that Tom Homan is going to be able to fix this problem? Especially with the help, not that they're directly intertwined, but Vivek Ramaswamy and your man Elon Musk. Oh man, wait till I show you what they got planned.
Being sexually assaulted by the cartels, it had a really positive effect in the Remain in Mexico program.
First question is personal. You did the job. You just let people or reminded people how long you did the job. You were the acting director already. You then went into retirement after doing the job for the Trump administration for a while. They had your Senate confirmation up there. You didn't have to be confirmed originally because you were next in line for the job within the same agency. They pulled the confirmation. You retired. Why are you back?
Good question. Good question. I bet it sounds something like Trump.
Because I care. Chris, I've done this. I started as a board vigilante in 1984. So I know what it's like to wear that uniform. And when I joined ICE, 1989, I spent decades with ICE. I was the first ICE director that actually came up through the ranks. So the 20,000 men and women that reported to me, I never asked them or told them to do anything that I didn't do myself. I was one of them. I care. And I care because of the tragedies I've seen on the South.
That's why you get a good feeling out of Tulsi Gabbard, too. Tulsi Gabbard, she served the country. She went to war. She bust a gun the American way. That's why we like her.
West border. I've stood on back of a tractor trailer with 19 dead people at my feet, including a 5-year-old little boy that baked to death. I've talked to little girls as young as 9 that were raped multiple times by a member of the cartel. And I can go on and on and on about the tragedies I've seen. I ran Operation Ice Storm in Phoenix, Arizona, where the cartels were ripping each other's house off, where they were holding illegal aliens waiting for the payment. And they're ripping each other off. And if a migrant couldn't pay his fees, they kill him. And before they kill him, they call the relative who's supposed to pay the fee, and they force him to.
I know it was this deep at that border.
Listen, torturing the man until they came up with the fees they demanded. So out of all the tragedies I've seen, plus I love the men and women of the Border Patrol. They put their lives online every day. Same with ICE. This can be fixed, and we need to fix it.
Let's not get it twisted, man. The CARTEL is down with this shit. They paid him directly. The same way they was paying Osama bin Laden when they was using him in that whole thing, with Afghanistan and Russia. They pay these people conveniently, and then turn around and wash their hands with them. What I mean by that is that they're not going to use the Mexican police, to usher these people into the country. They're using the cartel. That's why when it's not done the right way, people go missing, kids go missing and shit like that. It's almost like, it's not like it is. It's basically human trafficking.
Because it's going to save American lives. It's going to save alien lives. It just makes sense. There's no downside in a secure border. And I have arguments a lot of on Capitol Hill. Give me one downside in a secure border. What's the downside of less illegal immigration? What
was the big problem about that? Like, how do you not fight for a secure border? Don't you put a fence in front of your house? Don't you lock your car at night? I mean, I mean, like, what's going on? Don't you lock your doors? Of course, we need borders. There's a border around your house. There's a border around everything we do. That's the American way. All right, you want to get up in here the right way. That's it.
Downside unless fentanyl killed 250,000 people? What's the downside unless sex trafficking of women and children, which is up now 600%? What's the downside unless people on terrorist watch list coming?
Common sense question.
A secure border saves lives.
My bad. I'm sorry.
And I have arguments a lot up on Capitol Hill. Give me one downside in a secure border. What's the downside unless illegal immigration? What's the downside unless fentanyl killed 250,000 people? What's the downside unless sex trafficking of women and children, which is up now 600%? What's the downside unless people on terrorist watch list coming across the border? A secure border saves lives. A country can't have strong national security if we don't have border security. We got to know who's coming in, what's coming in, where it's coming in, why it's coming in. That's what national security is all about.
Tom, let's deal with the supply, and then we'll get to the migrants themselves.
One more bad motherfucker too. Let's not get it twisted. Pardon me, y'all.
It used to be coyotes. Okay, now it's cartels. It's all you hear. And
now I haven't seen this far into the video. I couldn't predict that he would say cartels.
Don't you, or do you believe that instead of a national roundup of illegal entrants, our major focus of resources and political pressure on foreign countries should be on stopping the cartels in Mexico and the threat to Mexico that if they don't
I'm gonna hear why he said what he says was preventing that.
Do it, and supposedly the new leader there is kind of against the idea of taking on the cartels that will do it. And do you believe you could legally declare?
If you're a real person, double tap the screen and spam the chat with ones right now, especially if you're on that Trump train. I'm trying to see something, man. I'm not seeing enough activity in the chat for so many people that's here. And also get your vote on. All right, we're gonna go down a rabbit hole, man. Let me bust a few moves while you look at this though.
Them terrorist organizations and use the military to go after cartels.
Well, look, ever since I gave the speech at the RNC,
if you're a real person, spam the chat with ones. They said that y'all bots. They said that I'll be paying for bots. I don't pay for bots, okay? You guys find me through the shorts feed. I know how to get there, all right? If you want to get some money, holla at MacMean.
Numerous death threats from the cartels against me and my family. And matter of fact, my family isn't with me right now because of the death threats. But, President Trump has promised that he would designate them terrorist organizations. And I believe he should, and he will. And the reason why they should be
so many people on the left are so scared of that. Oh, they're just going to be locked up. No.
Designated terrorist organizations. The criminal cartels of Mexico have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. Now, I just said, 250,000 Americans dying from fentanyl poisonings. And up to 4,000 aliens have died crossing the border. So, these cartels are wreaking havoc in this country. And like I said, killed so many Americans. President Trump is committed to doing it. And I think he should.
Oh, liberals are tripping hard, Jeffrey. Guess what? I got a lefties losing it video that's going to shock the fuck out of you because they really bugging out. They was wilding when they said that we said that they was eating fucking cats out here in Ohio, 20 minutes away from me. They really was eating the cats. But when you see how these people are reacting, I mean, it's safe to say Trump is our president. Like, what are y'all doing? Like y'all committing some treasonous acts out there by giving up so much opposition. If you're not a bot, type 1 in the chat. Spam the chat with ones. Be ridiculous. Do this. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you some motivation. All right. If you're not a bot, type ones. All right. Show them
because the cartels are a national security threat to this country. You're getting a fentanyl from China. The precursors, they send it to the criminal cartels. The cartels make this poison and send it across the border. The border violence is now coming across into the United States. The criminal cartels in Mexico is like a Fortune 500 company. I mean, the Jalisco cartels is in 42 countries now. These criminal cartels that smuggle this poison over across our border. It used to be about smuggling into the United States. Now they have a presence in every major city of this country. Now they're taking over the distribution network within the United States. They need to be attacked. They need to be wiped out. Absolutely.
So why isn't that the primary focus instead of rounding up 14 million or whatever the number is people when all the cartel guys are bad? Not all illegal entrants in this country are bad. Most of them are here trying.
Alyssa says, let them trip all they want. We have spoken. The American people have voted already, man. We're not trying to hear whatever it is that you kicking. All right? We made our fucking decision right now. Live with it and move on.
To build a better life and responding to the economic demands of our job market.
Hey homeowners, want to save hundreds of dollars on new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen?
My bad. Do me a favor, double tap the screen. If you guys hear from the short feed, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. All right. Yeah, these liberals are kicking and screaming. They're out here acting fucking crazy. And now the Democrats are literally out here eating the fucking cats. For real. They said we was bugging out, but now they're literally out here on camera just acting crazy weird. The meltdown gang. All right, let me refresh the screen. If you're on that Trump train, type 1s in the chat. All right, double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. All right, now we reload it. Share this video. 14 million. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yeah, we're going down a rabbit hole in a couple seconds. I just wanted to give y'all a backdrop of where we're going. It's going to get real dark today.
Absolutely.
So why isn't that the primary focus instead of rounding up?
Make peace great again. Salute. My bad.
14 million or whatever the number is people when all the cartel guys are bad. Not all illegal entrants in this country are bad. Most of them are here trying to build a better life and responding to the economic demands of our job market.
Yeah, we talking about the ones that's cutting heads off and shit. You know what I'm saying? We mainly focus on those. You know what I mean? If you're just trying to get inside this country, I mean, who don't got a heart like that? Like, you know, somebody's trying to save their family, they starving and stuff like that. Man, bring them on in. All right? Bring them in. But bring them in the right way too. But I understand their story a little bit more than dudes that's trying to come over here and you know, empty out the projects, take all our money. Have, you know, man, you know what people would do with $20,000 worth of food stamps in their account? Some of these fools is running around with 20 bands in their account, man. That shit is not going to be able to spend in the country that you're going to, though. You better hurry up and buy all the food you can get right now.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, there's more than one priority. The president has made it a priority to want to take on these criminal cartels and call them terrorist organizations and take them out of business, hopefully. The second, and there's parallel priorities. The president's been clear on stage, and I've been clear. The priorities for the deportation operation are public safety threats and national security threats.
Okay.
Last time I looked at the data, we have over 700,000 illegal aliens in this country that have a criminal conviction and a final order that are walking the streets. So, you know, we got that. That's our priority. And national security threats.
Well, there are Koreans that do eat dogs. Okay. There's a lot of Asians that eat dogs. We actually did reactions on this channel. Seen Africans eating dogs. All right.
That are deemed by national security threat, either by the FBI or by intelligence communities that we know are here, you know, and they need to be, they're going to be a priority. But I'll say this, let's talk about the other illegal aliens here. We've had millions of people encounter at our border, over 10 million. All right. Now, anybody goes to immigration court data, Executive Office of Immigration Review, you look at the data of the last decade. It says about 85%, I'm talking on average, about 85% of those who claim asylum at our southern border never get relief from the U.S. government because they simply don't qualify for asylum. Asylum is.
Thank you. And so now they litter in the fucking streets. Yo, look at New York. Let me show you something about New York, right?
Escaping fear and persecution from your home government because your race, religion, and political affiliation or participation in a specific social group. So we know that millions of people come to the border. We know that average almost 9 out of 10 will get an order removal.
Now let's rewind what he said, right? He's saying that, listen, essentially they come in here, right? All right, they get let in the country. Let's just say even if they they actually do it the right way. They still come in here with no relief. They come in here and end up sleeping on our fucking streets, you know? I mean, I'm not saying that these people is not eager to work, you know, some of them and stuff like that, but essentially they landed on the street. It says migrant gang invades Queens, New York City before Trump's take office. Now, crime is crazy up in New York. They scrambling and scraping over there. They just cut they lifeline off. They ain't got no money over there. Now they acting crazy. And guess what? Like I predicted, the gangs, ironically, are tightening up. I'm not going to get too detailed about that, but check the story out.
Clear about this. Everyone deserves to walk.
Salute to Cash Jordan. If you got here through the short feed, double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Let's get them likes up to 500. All right. Salute the Lanskeezy in the building.
Safely down Roosevelt Avenue.
The 2-mile stretch of Roosevelt Avenue that runs through Jackson Heights is the target of a joint city and state crackdown called Operation Restore.
So a working class neighborhood here in New York has been taken over by gangs, and residents say they don't even feel safe walking down the street. But although there's been a massive deployment of police officers here, which has led to reductions in crime over the last week, the city has already announced this police surge is temporary. And fearful residents say that once the police leave, the criminal element that's infested their backyards is going to come back.
Residents and business owners say they are fed up with the illegal dumping and trafficking that is happening in front of them every day.
Sadly, there's 2 sides to Roosevelt Avenue. There's Roosevelt Avenue by day, and there's Roosevelt Avenue.
All right, now people that's in Queens that I know, even Lansky's in New York and Brooklyn, they said that these people, there's so many of them on the street that the streets are smelling like piss. You know, like for real. I'm not making this up. I'm like, how is the whole entire streets? Because in my streets in Ohio, it don't smell like piss. Now, maybe up the street in Springfield it does, but not right here. All right. Said it smells like piss to so many people. You know what I mean? People got to be out there to have a collective piss smell.
By night.
My child and I had to walk through Roosevelt Avenue.
Likes up, double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit 3 dots. We got to get them likes up to 500 today. All right, let's go.
To go to an event. I had to keep him distracted.
Some of the so-called massage parlors, they run 24 hours.
And Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny says the influx of migrants is fueling the problem.
And with that, you see some gang activity.
A new warning about a dangerous Venezuelan prison gang making deeper inroads in the U.S. The Department of Homeland Security says members of the notorious Tren de Aragua gang are increasingly drawn to sanctuary cities.
They built their entire enterprise off the backs of over 8 million Venezuelans fleeing Venezuela and other countries in South America. They're going to seize apartments. They're going to seize abandoned buildings. They're going to take over the migrant care centers.
We know that we are in a crisis moment right now.
So local officials are already demanding more assistance in advance of the end of the police surge. But what nobody's talking about is that the gangs exploiting New York's asylum crisis, which is a citywide crisis, have made the problems in this one particular part of town even worse. And what we have here in Queens is a neighborhood that's always had elevated levels of crime because it's been neglected by city leadership for a long time, which has turned
point taken.
Elevated levels of crime because it's been neglected by
they can't maintain. Even if they do it the right way, it has to be restructured. It ain't right. Now, Tom Homan saying that it's messed up is enough evidence that you need because, I mean, dude's been sitting playing with ICE since Reagan, you know, so he would know. And then plus, they pulled him out of retirement for this. This dude's a patriot. This dude ain't have no reason to take this job right now.
You can't demand the U.S. government, because you have a right to claim asylum. You have a right to see a judge. You have the right to due process. But at the end of that due process, if a federal judge says, no, you must go home. If those orders aren't carried out, Chris, what the hell are we doing? Shut down the immigration court because the judge's order doesn't mean anything anymore. Shut down the Border Patrol because there's no consequence for entering this country illegally, which is a crime, by the way. Entering the country illegally is a crime. So you can't demand due process and right to see a judge, then ignore the final decision. Because what's the other option? We let them stay? Because then you send a message to the whole world. You can cross the border legally, which is a crime. You can ask to go to court or not show up in court, get an order in absentia or get an order by a judge if you show up in court. and not be removed, everybody in the world is going to come to the greatest nation on earth. We can't withstand it. Let me tell you why. What happened under this administration, they have overwhelmed the Border Patrol with millions of people that an historic record. It went from the most secure border in my career to a historic illegal immigration. Border Patrol's been overwhelmed. There's been times that Border Patrol, 70% of agents have been pulled off the line. Several times in the last 2 years, 100% of the agents have been pulled off the line in certain sectors like El Paso and Yuma. Every uniform is taken off the line, but on average, 70%. When you take 70% of Border Patrol agents off the line to take care of this humanitarian crisis, take care of these people in these facilities, that's when the cartels take advantage. They'll send a group of 100 family units to an area. No,
if you got a pulse, right, and you're a real person, man, prove that you're not a bot right now. I need y'all to type ones in the chat so I can acknowledge your comments, shit like that. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. There should be a lot of likes there by now, all right? You're here on YouTube, all right? Got here from the short feed. You won't see the like button. You got to double tap your screen or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Spam the chat with ones if you are alive. Let me know what city you're in too. All right, I'll read some of the cities off as they pull up.
Okay, when you got 30% of Border Patrol agents left, let's send this group of families through. They'll seize to that opportunity.
Well, I'll highlight them. I'm not going to say every city.
Tony, what happens then? That's when they move the fentanyl that kills Americans. That's when they sex traffic women and children. That's when the bad guys come across that don't want to turn themselves into the Border Patrol. We got over 2 million gotaways. 2 million gotaways paid more to get away. You pay the cartels one amount of money to get to the border. The cartel's job ends at the border. Turn yourself in a green uniform. You get released within 24 hours. You get a free plane ticket to the city of your choice. You get a free hotel room.
I like this old motherfucker. He's sending them back first class. Listen to this guy. Yeah.
You get
look. Yo, man, we a hell of a country, man. We're going to send them back. They're going to come up in here illegal. We're going to send them back first class. Hello?
They'll seize to that opportunity. What happens then? That's when they move the fentanyl that kills Americans. That's when they sex traffic women and children. That's when the bad guys come across that don't want to turn themselves into the Border Patrol. We got over 2 million gotaways. 2 million gotaways paid more to get away. You pay the cartels one amount of money to get to the border.
Oh, this motherfucker, Tom Homan is a bad. He's bad. He's not playing no fucking games. I'm glad I'm not illegal.
The cartel's job.
Subscribe to the channel too. I forgot to tell you that. It's free. Go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, and get the likes up. Press that like button for me, y'all.
Ends at the border. Turn yourself in a green uniform. You get released within 24 hours. You get a free plane ticket to the city of your choice. You get a free hotel room. You get 3 meals a day, and you get medical care.
Oh, he's cold. This motherfucker's cold. We're going to give him medical care, too. You want to know why they're going to need medical care? Because they're going to be leaving out of here kicking and screaming. Them agents is going to be beating them up. I'm telling you,
Plus,
man.
you get work authorization in about 120 days.
It's going to be messy, man. I'm telling you, man. Because, yo, listen. Been in this country so long, a lot of them probably was wasting time, you know, just wasting time, not really building and taking advantage of the moment, opening up a business or something and planting your feet in here, you know, go knock a few chicks up, have some babies open, you know what I mean?
Why would 2 million people pay more not to take advantage of that giveaway program? Because they don't want to be vetted. They don't want to be fingerprinted. That's just scared the hell of all of us. They've arrested almost 300 people on the terrorist watch list. How many 2.2 were off the terrorist watch list? So this, what people think is innocent, illegal immigration causes all this other bad things to happen. That's why we have to secure the border.
Ever wonder how constitutional carry affects?
Obvious. I just said that a little while ago. It affects the other costs. You know what I'm saying? Saving money is putting money in your pocket.
Get it. And I don't think anybody's going to meaningfully argue the reality of the problem. I think it's about the fix. You know, I would never suggest that I know any of this stuff anyway that you have. I mean, you know, I've been doing this 25 years. I've been down there a bunch of times.
Fix.
Done it at night. Been with CBP on the river. Been with the people who process the bodies. Been with as many ways as I could go. And I promise you, for the duration of your service, I'll be a call away to come down and report on anything you want people.
Let me know what city you at in the chat. And let's really look. It's 900 of y'all, right? And if everybody complies right now, the likes will go up to past 500. What I'm trying to do, just to let y'all know and be transparent, I want to get more than 2,000 people up in here so I can start turning the fuck up. Do you understand where I'm coming from? The more people in here, the crazier I get. And if you want to go down that rabbit hole, you already know what to type in the chat. If you're new here, spam the chat with carrots and put your city up. I'll highlight it.
To see. You call, I'll be there within 48 hours. I promise you that. That's the job, and I'm committed to doing it. I know the terrain. I know how to do that job. But the message has always been consistent. Physical borders help, but we're not a wall away from being safe. You want to help us? Here down.
Facts, Lisa.
On the border, change the asylum rules and give us a lot more resources to hold people humanely, process them quickly, and send them back. No more catch and release, and go after the cartels. You know, nowhere on that list is what sounds good politically to people who voted for Trump, which is round them all up. He doesn't say the 700,000 like you just did.
I mean, Mexico's dumping them on us. You know, some people, some cold-blooded people might say, fuck giving them medical, fuck giving them planes, send them to the other side of the gate. In Poland, they're killing them illegal migrants, man, and they give the civilians the right to do this shit. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not saying that that's the answer for us. But trust me, if you knew that they were zapping motherfuckers and it wasn't the police, just regular people, that means that anybody you bump into, there's a risk. Jumping over somebody's border. You feel me?
He says all of them.
Well, like I said, I think the president's been clear that there's going to be a prioritization of criminals, national security threats first. But look, as I just explained, you know, there's a system. There's a system in place in this country. There's laws that were passed by Congress, enacted by Congress, and signed by the president. And all the hate coming right now to the president, myself.
Double tap the screen, get the likes up. All right, you're gonna see a big thumb go. If that don't happen, go to the top right of your cell phone screen and hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. All right, put the carrots in the chat. Y'all want to go down the rabbit hole, man. Even the building. What's up, Bobo? We outside. We get on my other channel tomorrow. We outside though.
All we want to do is enforce the law, and we're at a place now in this nation where if you want to enforce the law, you're a bad guy. And I think the president's been pretty smart about prioritization on this. And look, I'm telling you, you know, if we don't
simple, do it the right way.
Secure the border. I testified about this last time I testified. Yep. If we don't secure the border,
famously
more migrants are going to die, more women are going to be raped. We're going to have more angel moms and dads in this country. There's no downside in a secure border, but you're not going to have a secure border if you don't have consequences. So. Yeah, well, what's the option? Let me ask you the question, Chris. What's the option? So these people who had due process were ordered removed by an immigration judge because they don't qualify for asylum because they made a fraudulent asylum claim. And like I said, the Remain in Mexico program, once they knew they weren't being released in the United States, they stopped coming. And
Aaron, what's up, Bobo?
Why is that? If you're really escaping fear and persecution from your home government, you're going to wait to escape that fear and persecution. So, you know, what is the option?
I read the chat gingerly, all right? Don't tell me what to do. All right, matter of fact, I'm not going to do nothing to you, you know, but please, I talk a lot, right? I'm just starting, man. In a second, I'm going to go hot. I'm going to really go hot. We're going to go down the rabbit hole. There's going to be carrots in the chat, right? And I'm going to be breaking some new information. So right now, I need you to shut the fuck up. I see what I see in the chat, okay?
Go through the whole process. Have a federal judge order you deported and not deport them? Because you're never going to fix the southern border that way.
Look, I get it. And you're assuming they show up for the hearing. I get what the problems are. I'm just asking you to kind of think through the fix with people. And I'm happy to have you do it, Tom, because I respect how you've done the job. And
well, you minding my business. How about you just, you know, employ your own fucking self? How about this? You just said, I'm not tweaking at all. I'm paying attention, Basher. See, I do this every day, so I'm used to paying attention to this, right? Let me see you read everybody's comments, right? And then answer all this shit that they talking about in the chat. Man, fuck you, all right? Sit your ass down and enjoy the show. This is God's work, not the hard work, okay? This ain't fucking church, all right? Tomorrow's church in your local fucking ghetto. Listen, don't come here with that shit, all right? Please. on YouTube, man. Voting polls over, all right? Probably some fucking, you know, some uptight ass left. Man, don't tell me what. I'm entertaining, all right?
What you know about the job. And I also don't want you to just be known by my audience for your one back and forth with AOC.
We're gonna go down the rabbit hole soon, man. I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes of this, and then I'm gonna start doing some rabbit hole shit. Yeah.
Look, your answers all made sense, except for one distinction. Legally, you were spot on with all of it. And you know, I'm not an enemy of AOC.
I got a special commercial. Everybody that know my show, when they come up in here acting too sensitive, you fucking dudes, man, this is for you.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
Yeah, don't disturb me.
I think, you know, she believes in what she believes in. She's a socialist, but sometimes she has good points. But she didn't make the right point to you. The right point to make is, you want to go out.
Double tap the screen, get the likes up, okay?
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Told you, I'm just starting.
The cartel's great. If you can do it as a terrorist organization, great. I think legally it may be tricky. Everything else you're suggesting makes total sense. Catch and release makes no sense.
At all.
This roundup idea, and I haven't heard Trump say it the way you have. So if you know better, great. And if it becomes more tailored the way you're suggesting, okay.
Now, let me show you something. This is what really made me put my antennas up for this cat right here, man. This guy, Tom Homan, right? Because at first, what is it? Just a name, Tom Homan. Who the fuck is Tom Homan? Like, I've been looking at the director of ICE since the Reagan era. I don't know. No. Wasn't on my agenda, my list, okay? But now that I'm discovering who he is, I'm like, yo, I like the way this dude move. No freaky. All right. This says Trump's border czar explains to Democrats that crossing the border illegally is a crime.
Way with their parents usually or some significant person in their lives have the opportunity to be in a safe, secure, wholesome environment.
Well, first of all, if I can, your question about raising your hands, if you would have said if I support zero tolerance, I would have raised my hand. Not family separation, zero tolerance. You seem to confuse those two issues.
Okay, well, if you would, I'm going to ask that you kindly address my question, but since you raised zero tolerance, I'm not sure what you mean by zero tolerance. Are you saying zero tolerance, no one ever coming to the United States? Is that your zero tolerance policy?
Yo, this motherfucking Clifford the dog looking ass motherfucker, right? He looked like he really literally hawk spit in his hand and then put that to slick his hair back. This cool ass motherfucker that put mayonnaise in his hair up here trying to talk to Mr. Tom Homan crazy and try to do the word salad, flip the words on the kid. Watch this.
You raised.
It don't go good for him. Watch.
Zero tolerance. I'm not sure what you mean by zero tolerance. Are you saying zero tolerance?
Billy D. Williams ass, you know what I mean?
No one ever
69 guard right here.
Coming to the United States, is that your zero tolerance policy?
No, you're referring to family separations that have happened under numerous presidents, not just this president.
So,
but zero tolerance, what you're referring to is family separations, zero tolerance that was put in place by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. It was zero tolerance to prosecute those who knowingly, intentionally violate our laws.
So, and supporting that policy, you would support family separation then?
Whenever someone gets arrested for a crime, they get booked into.
See how he try to reel them into that? Yeah, so basically you're supporting family separation. What? No, I'm supporting zero tolerance on a crime. Am I targeting families? No. So basically he tried to line them up to say that he's targeting families specifically.
That was put in place by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. It was zero tolerance to prosecute those who knowingly, intentionally violate our laws.
So, and supporting that policy, you would support family separation then?
Whenever someone gets arrested for a crime, they get booked into a jail. Their child can't go with them. Just like if I got arrested tonight, my child couldn't go with me. So it's not about family separation.
Well, the interesting thing about your argument is that these people committed no crimes. You
enter the United States illegally, it's a crime. It's 8 U.S.C. 8 United States Code 1325. It's a crime to enter the United States illegally.
It is not a crime. It's a civil offense.
No, sir, it is not. It's a violation of.
If that dude uses spit and mayonnaise in his hair to fashion his hair in the morning, I want you to type 2s in the chat, all right?
Criminal Code, Title 8.
Talking about the Billy D looking dude.
United States Code 1325, illegal entry United States. First offense is a misdemeanor, second offense, if you've been ordered removed and returned, is a felony.
I agree with that. I don't differ with you on that point. But you would then separate the children.
Okay, so first part, first time you get caught is a misdemeanor, second time is a criminal. Is all right, got it.
If you have no option, if someone's being prosecuted and getting sent to you.
I mean, again, like if I got pulled over and I was with my child right now and I was drunk, they will lock me up and separate me from my son. Trust me, I don't give a fuck what's going on. They're going to separate you from your kids. So point out that he separate. It's almost like he's trying to make him wear that as if he wrote the bill or something.
5, illegal entry United States. First offense is a misdemeanor, second offense, if you've been ordered removed and returned, is a felony.
I agree with that. I don't differ with you on that point. But you would then separate the children.
If you have no option, if someone's being prosecuted and getting sent to U.S. Marshal's custody or to the local jail, the child can't go with them. Happens to U.S. families every day across the country. I think what we're seeing today could have been prevented if Congress was to close the loopholes we've asked them to close. I mean, we proved back in FY 14 and 15 when I worked for Secretary Jay Johnson, who I respect greatly. You know, he let us build family detention, to hold family units in the family residential center long enough to see a judge. And it took about 40, 45 days. And most of them, 90% lost their cases, and we sent them home. And the numbers went down. It worked. So we're asking Congress, look, we've already proved this worked under the Obama administration. How come we're not doing it now? You know, so I think Congress needs to fix this loophole. Let us detain families. If they're really escaping fear and persecution and death, I don't see a problem in being in a family residential center with medical care, pediatricians, child psychologists on staff, 3 squares a day, 6 sets of new clothes, access to lawyers, access to families. These are open air
government neglect. And what's so crazy is we giving the most resistance to our own laws. It ain't like they giving resistance. These motherfuckers is hardly even marching. You want to know why? Because they don't want to get caught out there and somebody asks them for the ID.
Campus facilities. If it saves a life, and that's what I've been testifying the last 4 times. This isn't just about securing our border. This isn't just about enforcing laws, it's about saving lives. It's about 31% of women being raped. If we close these loopholes, we're going to save women from being sexually assaulted. We're going to save children from dying, and we're going to stop bankrolling criminal cartels who are making millions of dollars a day because of the laziness of this country not to fix the loopholes.
And you quote or give several statistics there in your written testimony, and I think that those are very important. And are those statistics that you give, are they supported by your 34 years of service to our country?
Absolutely. And one caveat, the chairwoman mentioned the 87%. I did not say 87% did not show up at the hearing. I said 80% lost their case. So that
why is the Americans against the Americans the most? Why is it that the most resistance we get is from our own people, man? This shit is weird. Even when you look at a dialogue between a so-called Democrat and a Republican, you would think that you're looking at 2 fucking arch enemies. You know, on one side, people foaming at the mouth, that's the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? On the other end, we're looking at these people like they got 13 heads attached to their fucking shoulders. You know, like why are you so mad and upset? And why are you so enthusiastic about fucking America up? You know, why is it like that? I don't understand. And why can't you see the connection between this immigration problem, you know, and why we doing bad? Us. We ain't talking about the worldwide inflation. I mean, because obviously when America goes through inflation, it reverberates throughout the world. The whole world is going through inflation. Trust me, I looked it up. I thought it was wild. It was almost like, you know, when I was trading Bitcoin, I looked at something, right? Because I've traded dozens of coins, right? But what I learned about Bitcoin is that Bitcoin, when it went down, it's like America. Bitcoin in the stock world, in the crypto world, it's just as, you know, valid. You can use these examples side by side, meaning like America is strong, you know, and as America goes through inflation, the world goes through inflation. Bitcoin was the same thing. Like when Bitcoin goes up, all the other coins seem to go up. The only one that wasn't moving like that was Ethereum. Let's be real. Back in the days, like, you know, like maybe about 5 years ago, Bitcoin will move up and then Ethereum will move up. Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum goes down. But now they take on, those blockchains are, they have back then took on a different life, right? But it still remained like the rest of the stock, the rest of the crypto market moves as Bitcoin moves, and that's how America moves. When America moves, when America takes an L, the world takes an L, And when he says that we got, more liquid gold than all these countries together, think about what we talking about, man. Let's think about what he's talking about. Let's think north. Let's not think about Atlanta. We're not about to go to fucking Atlanta and drill. Maybe to the Gulf of Mexico, but not to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to Montana. We're not, to drill. We might be doing other things in Montana, but we're not fucking drill, baby, drill. Nah. If we use our own resources better and we put the right type of policies in place, we might get out of debt. If we get out of debt, that means that our economy automatically goes up. We ain't going to do it all overnight, but I'm going to tell you something. Years ago, when Trump was stepping to China, don't think that shit didn't have something to do with a bunch of money, because we owe them trillions of dollars. If we would have went to war with them and we would have put those people we would have put that country in their place, right? Before they could snuggle up under Russia too much, and I, like, trust me, our debt would have went down a little bit, a lot of bit. Just think about the whole thing with Iraq. We went up in Iraq and took over the whole thing. Give me that Iraq. That's the American way, democracy. Give me your country, give me your gold, give me everything, give me your economy. All right, give me. Go look at Jarhead. It's a movie, but it does give you a depiction of what was going on when the wars is over. It's like with Vietnam. How you think all that dope flowed into America? All right, the war ended. Nah, the money's about to flow. Same thing with them, the Jarheads. You see what they was doing? They was going for artifacts, gold, everything. You think if we owed Iraq $20 trillion or something like that we would have still owed them that after we went to war and took over their country? No. Of course not. Of course not. We went over there and plucked whatever we want. Trust me, it was a plan in play. And what I do like, I'm gonna show you something that Alex Jones says, right? Check this out. Because Trump, okay, I'm gonna let Alex Jones explain this. This is deep. I don't even want to mess it up, so I'm gonna just let y'all see the video real quick, right? I got it right here. Double tap the screen and get the likes up, man. Do me the biggest favor. Let's get the likes up to 500, all right? And it'll jumpstart the algorithm. Trust me when I tell you. Double tap the screen. Your vote counts too. So get in the poll, answer the poll. All right. If you double tap the screen and nothing happens, go to the top right of your screen and hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. All right. So here we got Alex Jones, right? And he's telling you, within this story, he answers the question for me, but he's telling you about what makes him trust Donald Trump, right? So to speak.
This is why they hate Trump. He's never been read in to all the secret stuff. He's not part of the scientific mad scientist cult. They want deindustrialization. They want a post-industrial world. They want to cut the resources off and use that to subjugate people with a global social credit score. Trump wants hotels and golf courses and casinos and good times, baby. And Trump is happy with how humanity operates and likes his wife and likes his kids and likes his grandkids. And is really very smart in ways, but also very old-fashioned. His family was very old-fashioned. He's just very Americana, very straightforward. And he sees all this destructiveness and is now learning about what's happening. And so now he knows a lot more. I'd say 10,000 times what he knew just 6-7 years ago. So now he gets the deep state. Now he understands how this stuff's operating. I mean, I would tell Trump 7 years ago, hey, or 6 years ago, you got to get Fiona Hill and McMaster out. They both work for Soros. Here's the evidence. And you'd see a headline 2 days later. General Kelly's main job is keeping Trump away from InfoWars. And so they went completely ape, not even so much for what I was saying on air, but what I was giving Roger Stone, when I was talking to Trump, and I had law firms preparing briefings for him, top law firms, I mean, top ones in the country, and getting him that information in, because you'd say, give me a report on that. So I got Trump quite a few reports, and that's when they flipped out. So, and I'm not talking about myself here. I'm just saying they're scared of this growing process with Trump. He now knows how the deep state operates. He knows how Obama left stay-behind networks through the Defense Authorization Act of 2017 inside the government with billions of dollars of funding to oppose him. That's why they called him a Russian publicly, because they were using that designation as him being a foreign asset to then unleash all these clandestine operations on him. And
no disrespect, but I always wondered how did Alex Jones survive this long?
His supporters, and they did it through the Countering Foreign Disinformation Propaganda Act and a bunch of other things nested in the Defense Authorization Act that Obama signed before he left office in early January
Obama did us seriously bad. And I'm gonna tell you something. If it wasn't for Obama, we would have never had a president. We would never have had Trump. Trump only ran because of Obama, and there's a story about it. Trump tried to roast when Obama roasted Trump, that got the wheels turning. Let's put it that way.
2017, and so they know that Trump has a whole nother plan to expand all sorts of economic operations around the world, to basically tear down totalitarian walls just through success. And so he will destroy their entire world government system. And you all know Harari came out, the spokesperson for the WEF.
Well, let me push back.
And that's why he also put so many rich billionaires in place too. You got to think the Republicans, man, are shrouded by money, man. Let's not get it twisted, man. Because I mean, obviously did that for a reason, man. He's gonna have to go against the government. He's already, it's already up with the CIA, man. The CIA is not. There's a lot going on, man. But listen to this, man.
Push back here.
If you're new to this channel, double tap the screen. I just got off the phone with Aguilar. You know what I'm saying? Well, he tried to call. I just texted him and told him I'm gonna hit him afterwards. I'm gonna drop that second part of his interview on my other channel and probably drop the whole video on this channel. All right, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or hit the 3 dots at the top right. That's where the like button is at. People, let's go.
So if I'm trying to debate you on that, I would say, okay, but Alex, why not just let him be president for 4 years and then implement your world war government system, thereafter? How much,
Good point, Jeremiah. Stay home and fix your own.
How can you just wait 4 years before you can implement it? How much damage can Trump do if that's your ultimate goal, if you just let him be president for 4 years?
Atlantic Monthly.
Why try to kill him?
L'Oreal, peace, Queen.
Yeah, well, because they can't, the whole world's turning against him. Xi Jinping broke with Obama 10 years ago and is not working with the globalists like he was. He's a totalitarian and terrible, but he's his own system now. Russia is broken with the globalists. The EU is falling apart. There's a global political awakening and realignment. And they say...
And that's why they want war. That's why they want war.
They need war to prop up their Anglo-American establishment. And for new viewers, I'm not bashing white people. When Putin calls the West the Anglo-Americans, that's the ancient name of the group that's passed on power from William the Conqueror on through the British Empire merging with the U.S. Empire. Winston Churchill called it the Anglo-American Empire in his 3-volume set.
Ironic that we call them the Anglo Empire.
History of the English-speaking people. So Putin addresses them in the ancient tongue.
Yeah, China's weak as fuck, Bogos. Yeah, China's weak as fuck.
Because I mean, at the real political level, it's like Dune, the houses. They talk about all the old.
Do me a favor, share this video on Facebook if you got Facebook, or if you know somebody in your messages that enjoy these type of conversations. Let's go down the rabbit hole in a little while. But I need y'all to hear this Alex Jones thing, man.
And that's why Putin with Tucker spoke like an hour about the history of Russia and stuff, because that's what really matters to those people, and they understand how long these wars with the Anglo-Americans have been going. So the Anglo-American empire is falling apart, and Macron has said it. The Financial Times has said it. Atlantic Monthly said it. Waldo Harari said it Sunday. He said, and I played the clip on my show yesterday, he said, if we don't take out Trump, and if he becomes the president, the new world order system is going to collapse, and our world government is going to fail. Okay.
So basically, and I actually think I can see your perspective on this. It does feel like they're growing increasingly erratic, and you do see and you feel this awakening happen. Like these topics that you and I are talking about right now, you could not speak about this 6 years ago without just being completely canceled and called a crazy person. And now people are seeing how sinister the government is. And so there does seem to be this desperation, and they realize they don't really have 4 years before the whole world is awakened to what they're doing, and they're desperate. I mean, these people are psychopaths. They will do anything to hold on to power, and that's why I've been saying to my audience, I've been saying this for years.
Anything, and that's why they lefties is losing that. That's why the lefties are losing that. They are bugging the fuck out.
They want war with Russia and Iran. They want war. They're going to figure out how to get to war with Russia and Iran. And the next thing you know, you got the Ukraine thing happening. You've got the Iran yesterday. They were going to try to sell to us the CNN headline that, oh, the assassination, they figured out that Iran was going to try to assassinate Trump. I'm like, this is a nonsense. This is the deep state. They want war because wars allow them to reset, right? You plunder, it makes good old fashioned reset. You plunder, you take, you get to do whatever you want. You decide who the boss is. That's
Man, I'm surprised they didn't send a fucking SWAT team at these people's window. Right now, Candace and Tom Jones, it looked like he's somewhere, like, I don't know, like he's definitely near where Russell Simmons is at. He's low key.
After wars, and I showed, and got in a lot of trouble for this in the mainstream media, I showed the American audiences what we did to the German-speaking civilians post-World War II. Like this is about, you can plunder and steal and take and reset. That is why they love war. So Alex Jones believed
Deporting them would do the exact opposite mode. This is what we're saying. We know that this is gonna do the exact opposite. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hurt the economy in some kind of way. Maybe you say it will initially because it's gonna take some cost to make things happen initially. But the impact of it long term, no, we will be making economic moves by 2026. I mean, I think the whole economy be switched up by the beginning of 2026 if half of the shit that they trying to do is going to work. Now check this out, some left side lunacy. All right, get the carrots in the chat, double tap the screen, let's get the likes up real quick. Right, go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Left side lunacy, I love it. I love that name. I like that. It has a ring to it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to it.
Losing it. Let us take a moment and marvel in awe at President-elect Donald Trump's.
Now, this is the dream team, okay? This is the top 5 cabinet selections and who they are. All right, let's go.
Top 5 selections so far for his cabinet, and
not who they are, but a little bit detailed, more detailed look into who they are.
Other high-ranking administration positions. Coming in at number 5 is CIA Director John Ratcliffe. And this selection matters, folks. For more than a decade, we've seen these institutions become weaponized to attack conservatives, not just Donald Trump. And John Ratcliffe's performance in exposing and destroying former FBI Special Agent Peter Strzok was a thing of beauty.
The approximately 50,000 text messages that I've seen with your personal beliefs like F Trump, stop Trump, impeach Trump. Go ahead and confirm on the record that none of that occurred on an official FBI device or on official FBI time. Go ahead and do that.
Sir, no, they did. Many of them did.
Oh, they did. Agent Strzok, are you starting to understand why?
Man, he's going to smoke the FBI. Trump is going to smoke these. Man, I'm telling you, man, this is about to be crazy, bro. And I think they're going to bring a whole network out like Trump News. I think that him and Elon is working on some shizit.
Some folks out there don't believe a word you say, and why it's especially troubling that you, of all people, are at the center of the 3 highest profile investigations in recent times that involve President Trump, and that you were in charge of an investigation investigating, gathering evidence against Donald Trump, a subject.
Wow. They're to execute this dude in a different country, man.
That you hated, that you wanted to F him, to stop him, to impeach him. And do you see why that might call into question
let's not get it twisted. All of those people that had their name on that impeachment shit, it's a wrap for them. It's a wrap.
Everything you've
They
touched
shaking like Vegas crap dykes in their little offices and shit right now.
on all
Hiding under the tables.
of those investigations.
At number 4, we have possibly the selection that has had the biggest reaction, the biggest freak out from the left.
All right, Bogo, salute, man. Thanks for pulling up.
That's Matt.
We got 1,100 people in the building right now. I shouldn't have less than 500 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Double tap the screen and let's get the likes up. All right, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Okay, if you're on that Trump train for real, and this is what you're about, then double tap that. Type 1s in the chat. My bad.
Gates as Attorney General. Here is some of his finest work.
Like, why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are
This
the
is Matt Guess. He going viral right now, man. I'm just learning about this cat, man.
ones most worried about having abortions? Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb.
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion?
Man, I miss the old America. You know, like people that tell you the definition of a faggot. You know what I'm saying? Like the faggot is a bundle of sticks. It's not actually a person, you know.
Rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people
I gotta sneak it in somehow.
who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
Oh, yes, we're going to enjoy the next few years. And after what the FBI and Department of Justice did in trying to frame and defame Gates personally with nonsense allegations, I could not think of a better person to go scorched earth. The American people voted for a reckoning, and a reckoning they shall have. Now to the number 3 best Trump selection thus far. And it's a woman who not long ago was running to be president as a
Now, this
Democrat.
woman right here.
Democrats didn't want her. She was too honest, too normal, too patriotic. And let's not forget how she ended
And she's a soldier.
Kamala's first run to be president.
She put over 1,500 people in jail for.
Man, Tulsi, a bad joint, yo. You like Tulsi Gabbard, man. Go ahead and, you know, yeah, don't do nothing.
Marijuana violations, and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row.
Facts.
Until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their.
Look at Kamala face. I'm glad she's out of here. Oh man, I wouldn't know what the hell to do with this country. I'm telling you, she'd have turned this shit into a strip club.
Sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And
Imagine that George Washington come back and it's fucking America's a strip club. Bitches just twerking.
fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Kamala never recovered. Now to the number 2 selection, another pick that had the left losing it and beclowning themselves by slamming a man with superb credentials. It's Trump's Defense Secretary, Peter Hegseth. First to the meltdown.
He also picked, you ready? Co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend. Not even.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke her. I got a video of her. I'm gonna smoke her in a few minutes. She went and lied on a bakery, a New York bakery, a famous New York bakery, and said that they wouldn't serve her because of her political views. The bakery lost their mind. They lost their mind. I'm gonna show you about that. I'm gonna share that with y'all in a little bit.
Like regular Weekend. Pete Hegseth. Yeah. Okay. Pete Hegseth.
Man, I don't like that old bat.
And he's picked him to be U.S.
Get the lights up. Double tap the screen and go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. All right. And let me know what you think, man. Do you think that Tom Homan, you know, will he do anything at this border that's different? All right. Get the likes up. Come on, let's go. Press like. Double tap the screen. And get on the bike.
Secretary of Defense. Now, MAGA supporters and detractors are trying to figure out what? Because of this pick.
Not a single MAGA supporter is trying to figure it out. You are projecting again, Whoopi, and learn to pronounce his name. He rates better
Yeah,
than-
but she lied, and you know that's not how we get down, you know, Papa. I wouldn't blame the bakery for refusing her political views. Me neither. But it would have been too obvious. We can't give them wins like that. We gotta have sportsmanship about ourselves. I mean, on the right, you got to. If we act like them, then just throw the whole fucking country away.
than you, even on the weekend.
But I dig where you're coming from, you know.
Yeah, now we can all say your made-up name, Karen. Yes, Whoopi's real name is Karen Elaine Johnson. But I digress. Let's get back to her bad-mouthing a veteran with an exemplary record.
Is this the guy who's qualified to make decisions about the most powerful military in the world, who clearly does not know anything about the military?
You know, and also I feel insulted. I'm a morning TV host, and I've been here the longest. Yes. Where's my ambassadorship to Italy, Donald?
Such miserable fools. And
Electra, thank you for sharing the video. All right, if you're new to this channel, double tap the screen and get the likes up. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button at the top. You know, if you're enjoying, if you've been here for a little while, hit the subscribe button at the top. All right. If you're on that Trump train, type ones in the chat, man. This is a real right side channel, family channel. I might tell you kiss my ass for no reason. Okay.
And they weren't alone. Here is Democrat Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, having a go. She wrote, a Fox and Friends weekend co-host is not qualified to be the Secretary of Defense. I lead the Senate Military Personnel Panel. All three of my brothers served in uniform. I respect every one of our service members. Then you need to apologize to Pete Hegseth, who is not only a veteran with 20 years of service, but a double Bronze Star recipient, and is also an Ivy League educated Harvard, Princeton. The folks who are celebrating these appointments have a problem with Pete Hegseth because he transitioned to the media. Would they prefer if he transitioned to a they-them? I'm sure Pete Hegseth won't be okay with Chinese spy balloons floating across the country, or the botched withdrawal of Afghanistan and then the killing of an innocent Afghani family in a botched revenge operation. He is ready to clean up the mess.
Well, first of all, you got to fire, you got to fire the chairman of Joint Chiefs, and you got to fire this. I mean, obviously, you're going to bring in a new Secretary of Defense, but any general that was involved, general, admiral, whatever that was involved in any of the DEI it's got to go. Like, either you're in for war fighting, and that's it, and that's the only litmus test we care about. You got to get DEI and CRT out of military academies, so you're not training young officers.
All right, real men.
Officers to be baptized in this type of thinking, and you have to reestablish that trust by putting in no-nonsense warfighters in those positions who aren't going to cater to the socially correct garbage.
And the number one selection thus far for the Trump team are the heads of the Department of Government Efficiency, the smartest men in any room. The duo of Vivek
83% of the people say Trump's new borders can fix the problem. Now look, Vivek Ramaswamy coming hot. I'm doing a video about him and Elon Musk tomorrow at 6:30 on MacMean TSTV. That's my other channel.
The smartest men in any room, the duo of Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. This is what we can expect. Here is Vivek last year.
And large-scale mass layoffs are absolutely what we will bring to the DC bureaucracy, both because it is necessary and it is sanctioned by the law of the United States of America.
And we all
Conversations with upstate in the building. Salute.
know Elon's uncompromising style by now.
There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger
I hope
today.
they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
Elon a bad motherfucker.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
Man, that nigga Elon Musk he's different, man. They can't be moved by money. You know, they can't be moved by money. Come on, you talk about this cat just filthy rich, bro. This is Richie Rich. Y'all remember that commercial, man? I mean that cartoon, Richie Rich. Elon Musk is that plus Iron Man together.
We all know Elon's uncompromising style by now.
There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger
I hope
today.
they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
I'm printing money.
But
he was shocked by that realness. I'm printing money, motherfucker. Do you not know that I'm Elon Musk? You're talking to Elon Musk. And you don't blackmail me with money, man. Try to move me around using money. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Go yourself.
Go fuck yourself. That type of boy.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
But
the audience is quiet. They don't know how to react to such. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jinx, Vivek is a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna show you him because you know what Vivek did. Vivek, this is what he just did. He essentially just exposed the whole fucking government. He itemized the spending of the government to show you where the holes is at. J. Rico, salute. Enzo, salute. He showed where the holes is at. So basically he's saying, okay, well, you're saying that, you know, we owe this amount of money and you know, our money is tied up. So crack the books open. Let's see where we're spending money at. You wouldn't believe how much billions we wasting on shit that has nothing to do with anything with our country.
Go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
No more refresh button. No more polling.
Said Trump, Elon, and Vance is the three musketeers, man. Man, you put Tom Homan and Matt Getz up in there, man. You got a whole starting five. You got a whole starting five, man. I mean, like, listen, let me just keep it real, man. JD Vance, he's playing hardball. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it funky. You're not gonna get another a repeat of Kamala, quiet them trying to, you know, impeach some old president. You're not gonna catch these dudes worrying about Biden now. Biden is not even going to be in the head. We're not going to ever hear from Biden. Next time we hear from Biden is when Biden take a nap. Okay? Let's keep it real. We're not going to hear about him. Not the way they focused on Trump the whole entire 4 years. Only thing we knew Kamala for is hunting down Trump. But you think that we're going to be hunting down Biden now? No, it's about moving forward thinking. Okay? And also applying these issues to your real life and start seeing how these issues that we're talking about, these so-called non-policies that y'all Democrats was talking about for a long time. Oh, he's not talking about policy. Well, you know, maybe he didn't need to talk about it so much, even though he was. But let's just say he didn't need to talk about it because he's actually putting the action in already. Number one, the first thing you do is you get you a good defense. You know what I'm saying? You get some good defenders, you know? And then you get some people that's known for offense, like Tom Homan. He's not waiting for you to come to him. He's bringing it to you. Okay?
Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Let's discuss some of these Trump selections. It's clear his second term will be markedly different from...
Listen, I understand, man. Some Americans, rich Americans, right, realize that in the world stage, we was losing momentum. Let's not get it twisted. We allowed China, we let the fucking Chinese go to Africa and exploit the whole Africa and put infrastructure all through their country and everything so well to a point where they don't want to give America no contracts. Okay. So they establish a solid base with them. You know what I mean? On one end, Africa needs to be developed. And on the other end, China wants to develop people. And 80% of their wealth is invested into real estate. See, Chinese are rich because the land they own. That's it, man. And how do they own the land? Putting infrastructure, building railroads, building lighting systems, building cities up. You know what I mean? At a theater near you for the low price of $5.99 plus shipping and handling. Because everything they touch is cheap. Trust me. Everything they touch is cheap, man. It's not American made. American made is foreign. Y'all was going to spend top dollar on that Italian shit, man. Fuck that Italian shit. All right. that American shit is going to be that Italian shit by the time they done. Make America great again. All right, y'all must have forgot.
First, it's clear his
Y'all been out here so bad, so committing so much treason. See, the government is your daddy. Yeah, and you know when they was giving out those stimulus checks and stuff like that, I seen none of these people on the left, all the shit they was talking. Never seen none of them turn a check down. I never seen them say, "Dear Trump, here, take this money back." Nah, nah. They say, "Give me more, give me more, give me more." And all of these tough ass half a men, yeah, men that wear panties with the dick holes. Them dudes.
Nigga, you gay.
Here's one for you.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
Born in the USA, I was. Ooh, I feel so good. You want to know why? Because y'all want me to be African American, don't y'all?
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Shit, having a hard time being American. Africans don't even like us, man. Ask Africans. Hey, is any Africans in the chat? Go ahead and let these people know how you really feel about us. Because most of the Africans I know don't even like us. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit that we do over there, they can't understand why the American black culture is so into this. You know what I'm saying? Like we got, you got to think, if you got the opportunity to do whatever you want, these other people was in their fucking countries trying to come over here so they could do something that they never done in their entire life, which is live. Okay? We got this country, and the only thing it seems that we into is fucking the country up. It don't seem like we look at the reality of those people that's trying to jump into this country. I ain't talking about the ones that's trying to come over here and exploit it because they heard that the streets is sweet out here or whatever. I'm talking about the people that actually need the opportunity, that don't mind working hard and stuff like that. You understand me? This is still America. This is still a country that they want to come into, right? All right. I don't know why I played that. All right, let's get back into the content.
This transition team has been working for months now to put this team together. The selection of Ratcliffe for CIA director is significant. The lawfare, the weaponization of the CIA is a focus for Trump's base, and so too the selection of Matt Gaetz as AG kosher. This is exciting times for the Trump base.
Now, the biggest criticism of Trump in the
All right, Papa Smurf, I look at your color. I ain't gonna lie, but I do look at your character over your color, Mr. Blue Man.
first term was personnel, and he fell.
Home run, Papa Smurf. That's right. That's what it's all about. I don't give a fuck what color it is. You know, if I start color banging out here and I really let y'all know, we can get into some identity politics real quick. How about the first agenda on this dealing with identity politics? Let's get into some racial shit, right? All right. I'm gonna show you about the worst black man known to America. All right. You're gonna be shocked. Who do y'all think the worst? I don't know. I think this give me flag for wording this question like this, right? Okay. They try to get your votes off of identity politics. You're black, I'm black, vote black, right? Aha, Mr. Obama slapped your mama. I was out there like, vote or die, nigga. Yeah, me. I feel like I owe y'all.
And finally, we examine the long-standing.
I was one of the guys that was out there, like Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Vote or die, nigga. Had my whole hood out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Diddy party. Like a Diddy party.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. Diddy party.
Yeah, let's vote for him because he's black.
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo. Yeah, identity politics. But this guy right here, Obama, that slapped your mama and my mama, right? Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. Or let's hit the 3 dots at the top right, man. Y'all sad on YouTube.
You're a puss.
Obama.
Rivalry between
Says here, I showed this the other day, but for some people that if you wasn't here the other day, says Barack Obama's roast of Donald Trump, it motivated him to run for president. Now I'm gonna show you how this played out, right? Which I found very interesting.
former President Barack Obama and Donald Trump. It's believed that the 2011 White House correspondent.
I mean, Trump is a Gemini. He would run for president for some petty ass reason.
Then it created the rift between the two when President Obama roasted the president
and win twice.
However, their beef goes back much further when Donald
Bad motherfucker right there, yo.
Trump falsely claimed that Barack Obama was not a U.S. citizen. The two have taken numerous shots at each other since 2016.
I said that shit the other day. They was like, man, you kissing the white man ass. I'm like, well, you over here kissing the black man dick.
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Double tap the screen, get the lights up, or hit the 3 dots at the top right. All right? It'll make hair come on your chest.
2016, when Donald Trump first ran for president. From cordial to sour, relations between the two have drastically changed over the decade. Here's more on their rift between the two presidents.
The war of words between former President Barack Obama and President-elect Donald Trump goes back over 10 years. It began in 2008 when Obama was running for president. The race...
Trump was born June 14th. He's a Gemini, okay? Everybody knows this, all right? Except for you.
The White House took a nasty turn when Democrat Hillary Clinton's campaign forwarded emails which questioned Obama's birthplace. The email said that Obama was born in the African nation of Kenya, a claim that...
Now, this is how it started, because, you know, like, he spotlighted his ethnicity, right? And why not? Why not spotlight somebody's ethnicity if a dude is coming to you and telling you he's Chinese, but he looks like Wesley Snipes? You know what I mean? We got to look into this.
America's first black president for years. Fanning the birth certificate claims was Donald Trump, who latched on to the allegations. He repeatedly questioned whether Obama was
Now,
indeed...
remember, we're talking about the reason why Trump ran for president. Let's get the lights up. Come on, let's go. Nighttime. That's a fact, BX.
...born in the United States or in Kenya. But Trump wouldn't have gone all out if Obama hadn't brought it up in 2011 while he was running for president. Speaking at the White House Correspondents' Dinner...
All right, now this is where it starts. This is where the beef starts. This is where the, you know, where the moving the pieces starts. See, Trump wasn't even going to run for fucking president. This right here, this roast right here, opened up the doors for Barack to get kicked out the White House.
Obama started his speech with his birth certificate proof. The Correspondents' Dinner is a high-profile event organized by the White House where select journalists, entrepreneurs, and scholars attend the gala. It's mostly a night where the President of the United States shows their fun side. But the night of April 30th, 2011, which was supposed to be a roast of Obama, turned into the roast of Donald Trump.
There's a vicious rumor floating around.
Fucking sucker. Obama's a sucker, man. Every black person in America is supposed to be mad that voted for this cat. He did us foul. He did us filthy. And what's so wild is that when Trump came in to clean this shit up that he left, right? Y'all gave him so much resistance. They gave him so much resistance. They were like, yo, you know what? It was him, bruh. Imagine that. You having to clean up the old problem, like getting into the White House and we find out, you know, that these people were some funky ass people, some messy people. Well, that's how politics is. They leave a bunch of shit that you got to fix. And at the same time, while you're trying to fix it, you're trying to create a different economy and stimulate the current economy. It's crazy.
I think could really hurt Mitt Romney. I heard he passed universal health care when he was governor of Massachusetts. Someone should get to the bottom of that.
I like that, Zozo. I'd have shot you any other time. What you talking about, Willis? I like that.
And I know just the guy to do it. Donald Trump is here tonight.
Ain't that something too? At this very important night, even though it's Roach, right? He decided to focus so much attention on Donald Trump.
Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier. No one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald.
It's sad, but that is the fucking truth. 777 people here. Let's all get the likes up. Double tap the screen or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Obama was used to keeping black folks in check and distracted. It's sad to say, but yes, and gay. And so they can pass their agenda. They passed it all real smooth too. And Enzo, I think I am going to light this up.
That's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really?
See, now here we go. We're talking about Donald Trump, a dude with a high IQ, right? That you're trying to slip in some bullshit on him. Now, did he go nuclear? Did Donald Trump go nuclear on Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg roasted him? And when everybody else, when what's his name? Jeff, I forgot what his name is, the roast master. You know, when these people went at him, did he take it personal? No. Did he take personal shots at anybody outside of Hillary? No, not that I seen. I followed this shit really closely. See, Barack low-key was in competition with Trump for a long time. And I don't understand how you put yourself in competition with a dude that got billions of dollars, and that, you know, before Barack became president, when he was in Chicago, he was making $165,000 a year. So how would you even put yourself in the same conversation? You know, it ain't like Trump is from politics. Trump is from real estate. Trump is from money. Obama was a poison to us, man.
It happened in Roswell. And where are Biggie and Tupac?
That's right, Josh. I like this. I like watching his face. I like to watch pompous motherfucker talk shit as if he got somebody marked out. He had Donald Trump marked out. He said, you know what? This guy's dumb. They marked him out as dumb. Let's keep it real. When he first started running, the first thing these people saying that he's, only hillbillies voted for him. They had so many campaigns against him. Then they try to kill him. I don't remember them ever shooting Barack Obama in his head.
What really happened in Roswell?
Either you're lucky or destiny's calling.
And where are Biggie and Tupac?
A red-faced Donald Trump stared straight, wondering why he became Obama's target. And it was perhaps that very day that prompted the business tycoon to run for president.
The worst roast is how Trump did Hillary, man.
And get his revenge. Coincidentally, attending the 2011 dinner hosted by Obama was Elon Musk, who has played an...
You can be dumb and rich. Yeah. Anybody could be dumb, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could be dumb. Dumb and rich. Yes, so.
Instrumental role in winning Trump a second term this election. So when Donald Trump...
Somebody said, you said Trump, whatever. Trump is a real joke. Well, until you get $1 billion and become president twice, you know what I'm saying? The worst joke is you.
Decided to...
Yeah, go tuck your tail. Get out of here.
To run in 2016, he was up against Hillary Clinton, Obama's former Democrat foe. In June 2016, Trump announced that he would run for president. His first political pot shots were at Obama.
Last 2 years of Obama's presidency is when he drove the Democrats off the cliff. Too many roll with him unwittingly. Yeah, well, you see how it played out for him. Just jumping on the winning team or the bandwagon, that ain't work out too hard. Good for them.
Calling him the worst president ever. Obama then went to the Jimmy Kimmel Live show and participated in the Mean Tweets Challenge. He read out Donald Trump's tweet and said, "At least I will go down as president." However, that didn't age well, because a few months later, Trump went on to defeat Clinton and took over the White House from Obama. However, the exchange of power was surrounded by another controversy after...
Watch this. Watch the gift that this broad gave her.
Melania Trump gave Michelle Obama an awkward Inauguration Day gift, a picture frame. Over the years, verbal attacks between Obama and Trump have gotten nastier.
That tie that Trump got on is fire.
Over the years,
like that shit hard, bro.
Verbal attacks between Obama and Trump have gotten nastier. Even in the 2024 presidential election, Obama attacked Trump while campaigning for Kamala Harris.
When he's not complaining, he's trying to sell you stuff. Have you noticed?
He's trying to sell you stuff. All right, I hear you. I love the way they just switch. You know, they move the goalposts and switch up words and, you know, just try to make things, put their own narrative on things. They're professionals at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Taking something real innocent and turn it into something that's nasty. You know, like a Bible with his name on it. Now, I wouldn't agree to put your name on a Bible. All right. But I'm pretty sure he has a reason for why they did that. I have no reason why. I have no knowledge of the reason why. But that's what they say. There's a Trump Bible out there.
You're running for president and you're hawking merchandise. Gold sneakers, $100,000 watch. Supposed to be Swiss watch, he says. The best watch. What? Why are you selling the watch?
Hello, Jason. Thank you for subscribing, man. Everybody subscribe to the channel, man. It's free. Just go up to the top right, hit 3 dots.
What are you doing?
Well, it's at the top. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere. Look around.
My favorite is
get the likes up. Hit the screen. Let's get the likes past 300 real quick, people. How many people we got up in here? We got 580 people, it says over here. All right. Salute to y'all 580 people here. Rock on me this evening. Tomorrow at 6:30 on my other channel, which is MacMean TSTV, I'll be covering the Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and their plan of what they're doing to cut the cost of what we're spending and to stimulate this economy. They said they got some real radical ways to bust these moves. Let's see what happens.
The Trump Bible. True story. True story. I mean, it's embossed with his name right on it. Donald Trump edition, right next to Matthew and Luke. Donald. And I'll give you one guess where those Bibles are made.
But Trump isn't one to hold back. The Republican has a thick skin and often gives it back to his rivals. So he decided to go after both Barack.
Ain't nobody funnier than Trump, though. Let's just keep it real. When he start roasting, it ain't nobody funnier than him.
And Michelle Obama.
You know what's nasty to me? Michelle Obama. She was, ooh. I always
What's up with your bitch, bro?
tried to be so nice and respectful. Oh, she opened up a little bit of a box. She opened up a little bit of something. Oh, she was nasty. Ooh.
Obama just put us in jail. He ain't let nobody out. He's like, fuck y'all. Let me get these gay people these rights. Let me get these people these rights. Let me make China start. Let me give all the ops money, you know, but black people.
Shouldn't be
I call it NFN. Nothing for niggas.
that way. That was a big mistake that she made.
The beef between Obama and Trump goes back more than a decade now. Obama would often joke that Donald Trump would never be the president. But then, here we are. Donald
Twice. Oh man, they was celebrating that win, wasn't they? Them Democrats went up in there. Oh yeah, shame on y'all Democrats. Those are some sneaky ass people. Y'all some sneaky people, man. Y'all spent all that money, all that bread, and then all of y'all went in there with a straight face and voted for Donald Trump. Democrats is wicked. If they would have kept on counting, man, them Democrats like, yeah, girl. Yeah, even the men, that's how they talk over there. Yeah, girl. I'm going to vote tomorrow, man. You coming with me? Hell yeah, man. You know, we're gonna put Kamala up in office. Yeah. Come on, girl. Y'all piece of shit motherfuckers. Gave us all that resistance. Went up in there and voted for Donald J. Trump. They just stopped counting. They're like, fuck counting, man. I'd rather look at the Biggie Smalls video. You know what I'm saying? You know the one with the tranny that was in it? They just stopped counting. I mean, they was like shocked. They was more shocked than when I seen Meek Mill in the cage. Yeah, they was more shocked when I think I was shocked when I seen Meek Mill in the cage posing for Diddy allegedly, right? Shocked. Because I was thinking, oh man, we're gonna go down. It's like I don't want to go down this. I don't want to go down this. I don't want to go down this road. A lot of people don't listen to Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Mac Me. It's not your birthday. Let's get back to the content, right? Nevertheless, I was shocked. I won't describe how shocked I was anymore, okay?
Trump is returning to the White House as the 47th president.
Shocked! Lefties was losing it. And then they all looked at each other as if they didn't know that they was the one that voted for this guy. Salute to y'all, man. You know,
of the United
salute to y'all Democrats that cut your friend's throat and your family and lied to them and went up in there and voted my homie up in there.
States. It all started with Barack Obama deciding to roast an audience member at the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner. Only that audience member, aka Donald Trump, took the jokes to heart. He's now delivered the Democrats 2 blows in the 2016 and 2024 presidential elections. As he gets ready to leave his luxury resort in Florida and return to the majestic White House in Washington, D.C., it is truly Donald Trump who's having the last laugh.
That's it. So yeah, he came up on him like that. Now, Vivek basically snitching on the government now, right? And you know, he don't need to snitch on them. But I think that he's exposing them just to keep them occupied so he could bust the moves that he need to do, you know what I'm saying, to make this economy great again. Now, they come out and they start snitching into, well, I ain't gonna say snitching, but revealing that America is just fucking money up, man. It's really our fault.
Tackling this kind of waste, fraud, abuse, bureaucratic bloat, we're going for the stuff that's basic common sense that most Americans actually agree on. And I hope we're going to actually be able to help unite the country by eliminating waste, which is something that all Americans, regardless of partisan affiliation, can get behind. And that's how Elon and I are thinking about it.
Well, that was Vivek Ramaswamy touting the new Department of Government Efficiency that he and Elon Musk will be running. Now, also known as DOGE, this temporary agency will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive
AOC in the building, salute.
Structural government change from outside the government. Now, they put out their first messaging on X yesterday, writing this: working overtime to ensure your tax dollars will be spent wisely. So what have we been spending some of our federal funds on? Let's review. Almost $550,000 went to a Russian lab to run experiments on cats' brains.
more than $500,000 for cat research in Russia.
That was spent by the National Institutes of Health. $3.7 million of funding went to a study on monkeys and gambling. Another NIH fascinating.
$3.7 million of grants funding monkeys gambling research
project, and the State Department awarding tens of thousands of dollars for drag shows in
drag shows, drag queens, transvestites in Ecuador. Now, listen, if you want to be a transvestite in America and you was getting some of this money, maybe somebody, you know, will be able to defend this type of shit. But in Ecuador,
and the State Department awarding tens of thousands of dollars for drag shows in Ecuador. And that's just the tip of the wasteful spending iceberg. Here's Senator James Langford rattling off just a few government spending projects at a House hearing last year. Watch.
Last year, the State Department did a grant to Ecuador to host 12 drag shows in Ecuador with American tax dollars. Now,
we're talking about drag queens.
People may have different opinions in this room on drag shows. I'm just asking the simple question. Is the best use of American...
Hey, can y'all let me know? Can y'all tap one, double tap the screen, matter of fact, to get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. But can I say drag queens on YouTube? Type 1 if I'm able to say drag queens on YouTube, or transvestites. Let me know. You know, I don't want to get struck for saying those words.
Tax dollars to actually fund drag shows in Ecuador with U.S. tax dollars. National Science Foundation.
I want to see how many people are going to say that. Say 1. Can I say drag queens? Spam the chat with 1s if I can say that. I can't say drag queens and transvestites. I should say some words that I can't say, right? Nah. Drag queens.
Last year did a study of butterflies in Europe.
Definitely doing more than the drag show for that little tab. But I just find it shocking that they spending this shit for drag queen races in Ecuador.
So we funded with American taxpayer dollars. Last year there was...
Those are politicians that's going out to do some real business, and at nighttime they doing the other real business.
Also a...
swiping that shit on them cars. Like, yo, what's this for? For a drag show. We was doing a study. See how much we could beat off to the mentally ill.
NEA grant that was done to set up a display in Brooklyn for the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Hakeem, I removed your comment. They're gonna grab that one. Master word. Type GEY.
Which, by the way, is not even an American band. We had an almost $350,000 grant.
Word. That shit is mad racist to American drag queens. I mean, well, prejudice. You know, right? If they're going to be spending money on drag queens, the American drag queens is the ones they should be giving the money to. They the ones that deserve it. Not no ones from Ecuador.
To study smart toilets was one of the grants that we actually paid for with our federal tax dollars last year. We also had a grant that was done studying colonial Mexican...
Big bashing, great again.
Soundscapes. We last year did...
I ain't gonna lie, the 80s was fun. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, you know, there's a lot of unnecessary spending, man. Check this out.
A study on helmets and seatbelts in Ghana.
Helmets and seatbelts in Ghana. And why is all this extra money going to these other countries that don't like us? They spending all this extra bread for these other for bullshit.
To be able to study whether seatbelts and helmets were effective for saving lives in Ghana. Can I just go ahead and answer that question for free? Seatbelts and helmets are a good idea.
Oh, God.
They save lives. Free.
Haley, the American people had no idea about this, and how would they? when the administration we are disentangling ourselves from is committed to an opacity. And at the same time, Americans can't afford grocery bills. But hey, let's spend
They mad as fuck that they're revealing all of this waste spending.
millions on a bunch of ridiculous projects outside this.
That's what I said. It is insane. It's almost like it's disrespectful, especially when you got so much homeless. When you have such a obvious problem right in our fucking backyard.
Country.
It is complete and total malpractice. And the biggest government positions to me that have been appointed are Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk in this new department. And it's not just the money. The money is a big part of it. It is gutting the career civil service from this administration. Let me give you an example. Trump.
Well, you know, just to be fair, Ms. Benzo, the drag queens don't want to cut their situation off, so they still got, you know what I'm saying?
Was president in 2016.
That ass. Well, we off that. All right.
Trump goes in. Do you want to know what
I don't want to target nobody, man. You know what I mean? They cool with me. They good.
happens 1 month later? 1 month after he is president of the United States, commander-in-chief, a vote of the American people, details of his calls with the foreign leaders of Mexico and Australia were leaked. Mexico went to the Associated Press. Australia details went to the Washington Post.
It's sad. 33,000 now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of that has to do with mental illness, you know, drugs and stuff like that. And because the post service, you know, doesn't work. You know, like the post service is so watered down. I think that they should be treating our soldiers way better than they have. You know, and every soldier after they're done with service. My son is a Marine. That's what I'm saying. Every soldier should be assigned to somebody special to deal with them, you know, and to walk them into or transition them back into society, especially if they've been to war, you know. Even if they haven't been to war, if they serve their country at the America's beckoning, once they leave the service, forever they should be taken care of. That's my opinion.
These were career civil servants leaking the details Trump was having with foreign leaders. They need to go. The American people spoke. He is president of the United States. Get rid of the bureaucracy. It's not about undermining Trump. That's undermining you, undermining your vote. Get rid of them on day one. Vivek, I know, is up to the task. I've had conversations with him about this. It's time to put these two in charge. Give them a...
Man, I'm telling you, man, these illegals is shaking like Vegas crap dice. I ain't gonna lie, you know.
Ton of power. Get rid of career civil servants.
Yes, ma'am. I can't wait. And remember, I was a federal attorney. I was an acting director in a top 10 agency of an appellate office. And I really can't express adequately what it is like to push against the beast of spending. And among those spendings, I want to talk to you about something, Paul, which is the overpayments. This is where the waste comes into play. $3 trillion, Open the Books reported, since 2004. They define it as essentially wrong payments to the wrong person or for the wrong reason. Do you think Americans will give that back? Because I saw firsthand the billions of overpayments by the Social Security Administration where, oh, I'm sorry, guys, we just wasted $3 billion.
Wow.
For no reason other than...
Never get that lucky. I bet that money is going to specific people. I bet they are directly funneling that fucking money into somebody's pocket systematically.
Ineptitude.
That shit just, you know, billions of dollars just don't fucking go missing.
Incompetence or sheer laziness. And my point is that it is the structure that bakes it in. So Elon and Vivek are coming in and they're going to blow up that structure just like this. Well, we gave them money before, so we're going to do it again. No, we do not inherit the incompetence anymore.
I'll give you a good example, salient example. So apparently it's bouncing around online that when Pete Hegseth got SecDef, there was a quote from a government contract, military contractor, saying essentially, who the blank is Pete Hegseth? That is exactly the reaction you want, right? Because who's this outsider that's going to come in, that's going to kick this whole thing over, essentially, right? It's not somebody that he's taken to lunch. He's been whining and dining for the last 20 years, that he knows the contract's a done deal. That's exactly what you're talking about, Kaylee, and that is what you need. The other thing is, two things real quick. First of all, why are we funding all these bad ideas in other countries? We have enough bad ideas of our own, for the love of God. Why are we, helmets and God, come on. That's one thing. The other thing is this real quick. I know and I recognize, and this is the argument against it, that the real money we have to worry about is Medicare, Social Security. I get those are the big numbers. I understand that. But these wasteful products still take us into the billions, right? it still matters. What you do, and this is what I'd like to see, is as you cut these superfluous programs, put them into something that people visually see. Say, we cut $500 million from this nonsense. We built an old age home for veterans. Here it is, in Maryland, in Virginia, in wherever. And that money went here, something useful, something domestic.
Yeah. Well, let's do a little more examples of this squander of what your money, guys, the government's money, that is your money. So let's show you a few more things of outrageousness that our tax dollars are being spent on. $100,000 to see if a sunfish is more aggressive when given gin or tequila.
Oh my gosh.
$1 million to see if selfies make you happy. $1.5 million to study the mating calls of country frogs to see if they are different than city frogs. That, Cheryl, is what hardworking Americans' tax dollars are going to.
Oh, I have more. Why is the University of Mississippi spending $12 million for monkeys on meth? And why did the EPA spend $620 grand for armor and night vision equipment? Somebody explain that one to me. But I'll tell you what, the biggest one that killed me was the fact that the IRS between October of 21 and 23, they've got $50 million in unpaid taxes from their own employees. Whoa.
IRS employees
owe $50 million in back taxes.
I
want that. I want the IRS so gutted at this point. And Elon Musk, remember what he did with Twitter? He slashed out 70% of the employees at Twitter when he
I can't wait for that
just
boulder to
point that out.
smash the glass house of the IRS.
But I have to tell you, the other thing too is, why does Anthony Fauci and Rand Paul pointed this out? Why does he have a $15 million security detail?
We covered that here on this couch, Harris. And at the end of the day, the whole point is now President Trump is saying, not anymore, not on my watch. We are going to audit the government and we are going to stop.
They don't like to hear that audit word. They don't like to hear that audit word, man. Well, Alex Jones, right? He says, now, I was showing y'all a little bit of what he was talking about earlier, but he's making some bold claims right now. He's saying, he's basically telling us who and why, who wanted to kill the president and why. All right, just listen to it. I'm not going to co-sign this and say this is true. I just want y'all to, I want to share it with y'all, and y'all let me know what y'all think about it as we look at it, because he's saying some shit.
That came with me. Rob Dew said Trump's been shot. Looks like he survived. They just took him off the stage. I quite frankly had tears started coming out of my eyes. My wife started crying. I couldn't help it. Just the magnitude of knowing what this meant, that the deep state had actually tried to conduct a coup, and I was so emotional that hoping he had survived. So immediately found out that he had lived, that it had grazed his ear, and I was just absolutely so much knowledge was rushing through my mind, and the different scenarios that would come out of this, and how the deep state is going to absolutely have to kill him now. And then just immediately we got to the Airbnb, set up our computers, and looked at the evidence of that big metal roof where the police had their command center. That was a perfect place to station their people, and it was 450 feet because they already had maps up and models online on X, and it was just 100% clear that there had been a Secret Service stand down by Mayorkas, and that agency that he controls, just like there's been a stand down at the border, and then a facilitation of the human smuggling. And then I immediately saw the news for the next 8 hours, Forbes, CNN, others saying, oh, Trump fell down. There were some noises, and them trying to play down that it was an assassination attempt until that blew up in their face. And so they had all the pieces and elements there. And then I instantly remembered the Lincoln Project repeatedly saying, we need to put a bullet in Trump this year and last year. Those videos are all up on my Real Alex Jones X account. Then I remembered Mudd, the former subdirector of the CIA and clandestine assassination operations, saying the government's going to kill this guy, the CIA is going to kill this guy. And so I saw the pre-programming and everything they've done. And then, of course, it's the perfect lone gunman who we now know is on the building 26 minutes. We saw the videos that day of 2 or 3 minutes of people saying there's a guy with a gun on the roof, and the police running away, and police on their radios, and the counter sniper team on the other sloped roof over by Trump on their radios, clearly saying we've got the shot, and they're like this because they're being told don't take the shot. And then after they fire at least 5 bullets at Trump, one literally pierces his ear, just a few degrees off, it would have gone through and hit him in the back of the brain, or it would have shattered in his temple and turned him into a vegetable or killed him. So we're talking less than a half inch here, and just the magnitude of all of that evidence coming together, and then their spin machine saying that it was no big deal, and then to learn it was 26 minutes. The Secret Service admits that, and the director of the Secret Service, she just says, hey, we thought slant roofs are a safety issue. You know, the agents could fall off. Well, everybody's seen movies about the Secret Service, but I know the Secret Service. I've followed their protocols. It's well known. You've had congressmen like Mills that have been sniper commanders and run thousands of operations for diplomatic groups and for presidents abroad, saying on CNN by Sunday, he said, no, this is an inside group that did this, and the man had help. He said, this is impossible. And then CNN goes, how dare you say it's Joe Biden? He said, I didn't say it's Joe Biden, but this was an organized group. Well, who is in control of the Secret Service? Who's in control of the advance team? Who was in control to try to carry out the administrative murder of President Trump? I mean, if you leave your baby in a baby chair by the oven or by the stovetop.
Do me a favor, everybody that said, if you got here from the short feed, vertical feed, double tap the screen to get the likes up. Or if you're on that Trump train, type ones in the chat. If that double tapping the screen don't work for you, then go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. All right, they hit it from you and me, man. And they got a shadow band with Trump name. So, you know, do me that favor and get the algorithm jumping. Come on, let's go with the likes.
And put a big thing of grease on there and turn it on high, and then drive and leave your house. You administratively know that's going to cause a huge fire, and it's going to burn up the house, and it's going to burn up your baby. And the police would charge you with premeditated murder 1. So it's the same thing. Putting the baby in the baby chair, setting it over by the stove, putting the grease on, turning on high, and then going out for a pack of cigarettes. And that's what they did here, ladies and gentlemen. They administratively set this up bare minimum, and now we
Hello, Tyler.
know they were helping the shooter, and they brought him in, and they let him sit up there when he had a rangefinder aiming it at Trump, and he obviously got cold feet, so he's wandering around up there, literally 450 feet, perfect spot to put him, very professional where they sent him. All of it was advised, and then he goes ahead and takes his shots, but because Trump is moving around so much, by the grace of God, they miss him. And I've been hunting many times and shot elk at 800 yards and things, and you know, deer at 200, 300 yards, wild hogs. I've always been a big hunter, and I'm an excellent shot. I mean, I've shot things at 1,200 yards, but wind, all sorts of things come into it. And if you're
I heard a lot of people saying this shit, but here Alex Jones break it down. This is wow. Some wicked motherfuckers. He got a clean house. He got to drain the swamp.
And even if you're a great shot and somebody's moving, I can't tell you how many times I've pulled the trigger on a white-tailed deer at 300 yards, but it just last moment jumps or moves or lowers its head, and you miss. And so that's what happened by the grace of God here. The fact that 5 bullets missed him are incredible. You then have, of course, the firefighter shielding his wife and daughter. He died. Another woman was shot. And notice, you see no media coverage about them except in local news. Nobody trying to interview them. So the corporate media can put out the lie that this didn't happen and this was a hoax, you see. And it's okay to question.
Actually, you're absolutely right. And one of the things that I showed on this show was how ridiculous it was, because we are now at the point in American society where they're telling people not to believe their own eyes. And when Biden gave his, I'm not even going to call it a speech.
That part, they try to make us say that it was staged. Y'all remember that? It's staged, man. Come on. Who's staging some shit like that? Who's going to allow somebody to shoot a bullet past their face? You know what I mean? Like the goofy shit I heard these people saying.
His comment, the 2-minute comment that he gave that night, he said, we don't know if it was an assassination attempt. We don't know if it's an assassination attempt. What the hell else would it be? We just watched.
The burn mark. Why would it still be on his ear? You know, it wasn't like they shot inside of his ear. It went past his ear and skinned his ear. You know, I get a burn and clear up in a week. What type of skin do you got?
Live television, former president of the United States getting shot at. I do want to slow this down because you're speaking about the deep state. And
I ain't gonna lie, man. When Joe Rogan sat down with him, he was like, yo, let me see your ear. He almost looked at his ear like, man, you ain't get shot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said that, man. It's kind of funny, though, but that people will say that.
And my audience is, I think, now
Like nothing else. All of these is just, media stunts.
Today on what it is you're speaking about, because when I
And the guy that got his life taken in front of everybody and his fucking head blown off in front of everybody, right? In the stands, that was a part of the play too, right?
first got into politics and you were speaking about deep state, I really didn't know what you were talking about.
Become president of the United States, knock it off.
And much has changed. Now I've studied the CIA. I've looked at the declassified documents. I've brought to my audience, speaking to them about Operation Mockingbird, which is what we saw that night. And I've spoken to them about MK Ultra. And in particular, there is a book that I have been telling every person they must read. It's basically required summer reading to watch this podcast.
Hey, if you're a real person in the chat, happy Saturday, man. If you got your little drink on and you're doing your little thing, man, salute to you, man. Double tap the screen, get the likes up. Let's get these likes past 300, man. It looks like we dragging our feet on this tonight. All right. Go to the top right of your screen, hit the 3 dots. Subscribe to the channel too. It's free. This is what we do over here.
Called Chaos, and it's about MK Ultra, the 60s, and it brings in JFK and him getting shot, and you realize that they have psychological programs. This is
Type your city in the chat, man. I seen a lot of California in here. Let's go.
A conspiracy theory that the government was obsessed with creating Manchurian candidates and trying to psychologically, via drugs, convince people to kill people, insert false memories inside of people. They MK Ultra Jacob Rubenstein, the guy who allegedly shot JFK, which I actually don't believe that Lee Harvey Oswald shot him. But parking all that aside, what is it specifically when you're talking about the deep state? What is it that you mean? Because they've made that
pay attention, y'all.
Sound like a conspiracy theory for so long, and it's not a conspiracy theory. So could you spell out who and what the deep state is?
Well, there's always been secret societies and cliques and organizations and governments going back thousands of years, different power groups. But the classic American
sneeze off with the sneeze off, man. I mean,
deep state, or what you call in Europe the NATO, Interpol deep state, is the permanent bureaucracy that doesn't ever go away and then hands down power to the next generation.
Candace is a conspiracy theorist, is not a state where you're from. But I get what you're saying. Funny that this conspiracy theorist is backed up by a lot of fucking facts. Call that facts. Conspiracy, just call the dictionary the conspiracy book instead of the dictionary.
And then consolidates control. So a lot of people call it the permanent state.
Shalom, Dorita.
This has been for 50, 60 years in mainline PhD, best-selling books and things. And there's been congressional hearings and the Senator Frank Church committee hearings in the 70s.
Hey, Rico, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to remove your comment. You can't type all of the curse words in the chat. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want in the chat. Just mask your words. If you say a full curse word, YouTube is going to stop you, and one of the moderators is going to take the comment off. All right.
And so when you bring up something like MK Ultra, that is the more exotic, flashy edge of this, and it's declassified. The CIA under Jolly and West and Ewing Cameron kidnapped or had a lot of families actually hand their kids over. More than 10,000 children for the classic MK Ultra drugging electroshock programs to actually erase memories, create a person that's basically like a zombie and will carry out any task.
What do you mean psychological programming on the people? Go ahead, speak.
Whether it's sex operations, that's the most common, or whether it is assassinations. But
so I do want to slow this down. So Jolly West, that is correct. Jolly West was a doctor who was working at the behest of the CIA, and this is what you will find in that book, Chaos. These are declassified documents. What Alex Jones is saying to you right now is,
"You good, Rico? We catch it. We catch it. We get past. It is what it is. We ain't tripping."
Not a conspiracy theory. They were also experimenting on American troops, and
unless you just feel like it, you already know, Rico.
You know who Tim McVeigh's doctor was?
Psychological programming on the people. All right. Now look, let me invite you up here so you could I'm gonna drop a link so you could join the panel, right? When you hit the StreamYard link, I'm gonna pin it at the top, right, of the comments. You could take the camera off so you don't have to show your camera. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right. And that way you can explain, because that sounds interesting. I'm for the people and not presidents too, man. I like what you said. So I do want you to hit the link, right? If you got time. Like I said, let's get the likes past 300. All right. Thank you for everybody that did hit the like button. Paste. There we go. So for whoever said that, right? You can hit this StreamYard link and we can have that discussion. You can enlighten the audience, man. And if you know something, say something.
Arrested in Oklahoma until the day he was executed. He would visit him monthly. His doctor was Jolly and West. Now,
yes, you're talking about the Unabomber.
And the Unabomber also, Theodore Kaczynski also was in MK Ultra, LA Times, Associated Press. That's another subsection. No, I'm saying Timothy McVeigh's doctor was Jolly and West.
Wow. So yeah, it's very important for my listeners right now because I want to make sure that we're not speaking over them because I've done the due diligence and some people haven't. And when you read that book, Chaos, you will realize Jolly West is plausibly one of the most evil people that's ever existed. And when I was on a few weeks ago and the media took me out of context and I was saying that we learned in school that the experiments the Nazi scientists did were so bad, we brought them over here and we have conducted way worse experiments. And Jolly West is a doctor who has conducted experiments. Basically, what they're describing to you as lone shooters and lone crazy people are not lone crazy people. There are people that have been intentionally experimented on, sent out into the public to commit heinous crimes while the CIA watched and allowed these crimes to take place.
CIA is foul. I never knew how foul they was. I always thought the CIA was the good guys until I started digging into this shit lately.
Manson was in fact a federal asset, and they were experimenting with LSD, experimenting, trying to get people to commit murder.
I swear, man. I swear, I be wondering how did Candace Owens and Tom Jones live this long?
And they were successful. So these experiments were successful. So when you hear, Alex, I want to ask you that it's a lone shooter. What is the first thing that you think?
Well, you're totally right about MK Ultra, MK Naomi, and there's a lot of other projects that have only been partially declassified. And most of these projects now are done by private corporations, about 80% of it. And so the deep state, under the National Security Act of 47, that made the CIA and other intelligence agencies secret and above the law, since then they've transferred most of the power into private corporations. And so they even have more secrecy and more plausible deniability, and all major governments have worked on this, but they really don't need that now with the internet and
all right, you have right. Salute.
Computers. What they've moved to is profiling, and then they've got psychological experts that can go out and interface with large groups of mentally disturbed people, and then they are called wind-ups. And then you simply tell them, hey, you're part of a secret group, you're right, you're a hero, since you're already suicidal, you want to go out with a bang, this is going to mean you're really going to mean something. You're part of a secret government agency now, which they are. And then they profile them, they handle them, they manage them, they insert them, not because they're under mind control, but because they're under media mind control and the culture that Trump must die. He's Hitler. He's going to arrest everybody. He's going to kill everybody. Could you go back in a time machine and kill Hitler? Well, here's your chance to get in a time machine now and stop the next Hitler. And that is what they normally do. The FBI has been caught thousands of times. They call it the FBI terror factory. We got the Governor Whitmer case where the entire leadership of the supposed Michigan militia were quasi and homeless, mentally ill potheads who'd never even been around firearms. And over a year, the FBI comes in giving them tens of thousands of dollars a month, buying their meals, never getting them an apartment so they're secure or a job, but Airbnbs. And then they're recording them. That's why in 2 of the trials they had to let them go. They only had a 3rd trial, and a jury, went along with convicting some innocent people. And
Airbnbs is laced up with so many fucking cameras.
They're on the tapes and the transcripts going, I just want a hamburger. I don't want to hurt anybody. They go, do the drill and talk about how you're going to go kidnap her. You don't have to. And I will give you another ounce of weed, and I will give you $200 for pizza and cheeseburgers.
Now, just to slow that down, because I didn't cover that case extensively on the show, what he's referring to is, you may have seen in the headlines, the plot to assassinate or to kidnap Governor Whitmer of Michigan. Crazy looking, Botoxed, out of her mind governor of Michigan. And that was in fact proven to be an FBI plot. They found people, they targeted these people, and they were trying to induce these people to commit a crime. And the FBI got caught red-handed. So again, it's very important for my listeners. we have to be brought up to speed here on reality, because the government is growing increasingly more erratic, increasingly more sinister. And obviously now we just watched them try to assassinate President Trump while he was speaking. You need to understand these programs that Alex Jones is talking about that are being implemented. Many of them, by the way, even within the classroom of the public school system. And I want to get to what I was concerned about with this particular assassination plot. When they announced, Alex, that the lone shooter, quote unquote lone shooter, both of his parents are behavioral psychologists or behavioral counselors, behavioral therapists, I think. Instantly, because as soon as this happened, I said, I want to know what's in this kid's medicine cabinet, having been aware of all of the things that Jolly West was doing. Exactly. What
it gets worse than that. It gets worse than that. It gets worse than that. In the thing that happened in Connecticut, where the mom buys him the gun and all that, the terrible shooting that did happen in Connecticut, he was given the gun by his mother legally, and then he was on SSRIs, and he was an intern at the CIA again, Adam Lanza. It's mainstream news. Yes.
What? Adam Lanza was an intern at the CIA?
He had been approached.
Are you sure?
No, look,
I'm from Connecticut, so I had never heard this.
Yes, let me tell you. They've tried to hide it. They admit he was visited by the FBI and CIA because he was supposedly hacking into computers. He was autistic and super smart on computers. And then he was, quote, talking to them about interning. But listen, the Unabomber, CIA volunteer for MK Ultra, LA.
Oh shit! So he was hacking. He's an autistic kid that was hacking their computers. So they approached him about joining the CIA. Right? He was interviewed at their residence after being advised of the identity of the interviewing agents and the nature of the interview. Blank provided the following information. Blank moved to blank years ago. The blank used to have Nancy Lanza and her sons, Adam Lanza, Adam and blank, over blank every year. When Adam Lanza was in 9th grade, Nancy told blank that Adam had hacked into a government computer system. Adam had made it through the 2nd level of security. And when he tried to breach the 3rd level, the screen went black and authorities showed up at the Lanza's door at 36 Yanananda Street. Nancy believed that the authorities that showed up at her door were either the FBI or the CIA. Nancy had to convince the authorities that her son was very intelligent, was just very intelligent, and was challenging himself to see if he could hack into a government system. The authorities told Nancy that if her son was that smart, he would have got a job with them someday. He could have a job with them someday.
The Unabomber, CIA volunteer for MK Ultra, LA Times.
Wow, the Unabomber too.
Times Associated Press. Folks, look it up.
That is correct.
The number 2 CIA mind control doctor in congressional testimony, Jolly West, who died, I guess, like 10 years ago, but he was Tim McVeigh's doctor while he was in Terre Haute, Indiana. But that's where he finally got executed.
And they executed him. I don't know if they executed Tim Nichols, but they definitely executed Tim McVeigh. What was that dude named? Something Nichols?
And then you've also, it just goes through all of them. Sirhan was drugged up and given amnesics, and then they confirmed he shot the gun, but it's not the one that hit RFK. He was shot from behind by, again, a skunk works worker with the CIA who was brought in to augment security. So the same story there. And I could go through every one of these cases.
Same for John Lennon. John Lennon also on the list, the guy holding the catcher in the rye, genuinely a Manchurian candidate. They found that he was near a CIA base where they were conducting these experiments. It's very scary.
John Hinckley Jr., the family were, quote, best friends with the Bushes. And it was in the Denver Post that 4 days before John Hinckley shot Reagan with a 22 in D.C., that they were all having a private dinner together in Colorado.
And this goes back way further in American history, and I do try to slow it down because I know that so many people are just waking up to this, and it's overwhelming. It is like an avalanche. I always say that you kind of go through this period of cognitive dissonance where you just go, how could I have believed that things were happening and it was just this exceptional evil thing that took place, and never considered that this could be being led by our government. Now, let me ask you this question. Why does the government do these sorts of things? So I learned in that Chaos book about the Charles Manson murders. I very much believe that the reason for that was they wanted to end the hippie generation because they were very anti-war and our government wanted to go to war. And so by conducting this hippie commune, conducted these terrible murders in Beverly Hills, suddenly people were buying lots.
Oh, she just blew my mind. Wow. Let's get the likes past 300, please. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. All right, that's where the like button's at.
And people were scared again. It wasn't like the love dream and the hippie love generation suddenly came to an abrupt end. What is their issue with Trump? Explain why they would, if we are alleging, and I actually very much believe our state was involved in this. I think you have to be a conspiracy theorist to believe that it was just a remarkable intelligence failure. I think that the crazy people are the ones that actually believe that this just happened by accident. Why would they try to assassinate Donald Trump?
Well, that really is the $64 trillion answer. And I don't know how much time we have, but I would love to tell people exactly why they want Trump dead. But if I can just briefly just say something here.
You know what? Pause before you give us your answer. I just want to cut really quickly because we're getting into this conversation deeply to one of our sponsors, the people that
He's definitely in Bali.
have stood by us as we have had these incredible conversations. So one of the things that Alex
Guarantee you he's not on American soil. I would think that like by how he moves, he just lives at sea or something. You know, that's how you think about Alex Jones, man. You don't think that he's just chilling in Beverly Hills nowhere. He's hot.
What's your answer? Why would they try to assassinate Donald Trump?
All right, well, and I just want to be clear. I got interested in all of this when I was a kid because my mother's brother was a Army Special Operations officer and was in the CIA, high level in Iran-Contra and other operations. And he was involved in other operations in Vietnam that he became a Christian later and repented of. And before he died 10 years ago, you know, he basically told me a lot of this stuff. And then, of course, back in the time of HUMET, before everything was digital, the U.S. had large stand-up armies of clandestine muscle, mainly Army and Marine, supposedly retirees, but that's like a whole secret Army operation. And then I later learned that a lot of my family were actually Army officers, you know, in place. And when you go to their funeral, and there'd be like a, you know, special operations colonel get up and talk about, we appreciate his 27 years service after he left the Army.
Seems that the government wanted to kill Trump.
For the Army, and you know, and everybody's like, oh yeah. And then so I grew up with these books all over the house and all this stuff going on, and you know, people coming over to the house and, you know, closing the door, and like, you know, people in briefcases coming out and stuff. So I was never brought into any of it. I just was seeing it. So I was obviously attracted to it. Does that make sense? So that's why I just, as a layperson, have been reading about this since I was like 8 years old. Okay. Because these books and things were just all over the house, manuals, you name it, maps, you know, just data everywhere, just books all over the place. And it was like that, you know, my other family house. And so I was immersed, you know, on the edge of the permanent state, of the deep state, of the stuff that was going on. And so that's kind of seeped into me. And I understand people tune into this and they hear me rattling all this off and it sounds crazy. You can take any little piece of what we said, search it, look it up, and it's even mainstream news. So that's what's so crazy. And like, most of the deep state is not just mind control and assassin teams and stuff. The deep state is 30 years ago. They have these facilities all over the country that he classified it 10 years ago with cows that can grow up humanoid clones in them that they actually harvest organs from. Now you can type in human animal hybrids are gestating at ranches across the U.S. That was in.
Oh man, I almost typed it up too. Can one of y'all type it, man? I'm afraid to type that shit in my browser. I think they're gonna kick my fucking door down.
IT Quarterly and Wired magazine about 8-9 years ago. People said Alex Jones is right. It was in the medical literature about the humanoid clones. It's something they don't parade around. So when you talk about the deep state, folks, that's the people think of the deep state as guys coming to kill you. That is seen, and their top scientists said this back in the 60s. Julian Huxley was actually the head of the UN program running this. His brother was Aldous Huxley, and Huxley wrote Brave New World Revisited and said, the future is not 1984, guns and black boots and, you know, boot on the face.
Pay attention to this part. This made me. What he's about to say is what made me want to share this.
It's turning humans into cyborgs. It's genetically engineering you. It's drugging your food and water until everyone is mind controlled. And he said, so Brave New World that he wrote in 32, which now has come true today, he said is really a execution manual. Now, moving away from that to your most important question, I appreciate you letting me say that, Candace. I'm just giving folks some other big rabbit holes to go down. They'll be blown away by it and instantly see I'm telling the truth. Most people watch and go, that's not true what I just said about humanoid clones. So just pull it up. It's going to MIT magazine, and you'll be reading it. So,
hey, Kenny, I hope you're pulling this shit up. He's about to talk about, I want y'all to hear what he says about these spiders.
I mean, 35 years ago, they had goats that are part spider that create body armor in their milk for the military and their secret programs where it's like, millimeter thick and bullets just bounce off of it. It's like literally Spider-Man. So Google spider goats. So this is why they hate Trump. He's never been read in to all the secret stuff. He's not part of the scientific mad scientist cult. They want deindustrialization. They want a post-industrial world. They want to cut the resources off and use that to subjugate people with a global social credit score. Trump wants hotels and golf courses and casinos and good times, baby. And Trump is happy with how humanity operates and likes his wife and likes his kids and likes his grandkids and is really very smart in ways, but also very old-fashioned. His family was very old-fashioned. He's just very Americana, very straightforward. And he sees all this destructiveness and is now learning about what's happening. And so now he knows a lot more. I'd say 10,000 times what he knew just 6-7 years ago. So now he gets the deep state. Now he understands how this stuff's operating. I mean, I would tell Trump 7 years ago, hey, or 6 years ago, you got to get Fiona Hill and McMaster out. They both work for Soros. Here's the evidence. And you'd see a headline 2 days later. General Kelly's main job is keeping Trump away from InfoWars. And so they went completely ape, not even so much for what I was saying on air, but when I was giving Roger Stone, when I was talking to Trump, and I had law firms preparing briefings for him, top law firms, top ones in the country, and getting him that information because you'd say, give me a report on that. So I got Trump quite a few reports, and that's when they flipped out. So, and I'm not talking about myself here. I'm just saying they're scared of this growing process with Trump. He now knows how the deep state operates. He knows how Obama left stay-behind networks through the Defense Authorization Act of 2017 inside the government with billions of dollars of funding to oppose him. That's why they called him a Russian publicly, because they were using that designation as him being a foreign asset to then unleash all these clandestine operations on him and his supporters. And they did it through the Countering Foreign Disinformation Propaganda Act and a bunch of other things nested in the Defense Authorization Act that Obama signed before he left office in early January of 2017. And so they know that Trump has a whole nother plan to expand all sorts of economic operations around the world, to basically tear down totalitarian walls just through success. And so he will destroy their entire world government system. And you all know Harari came out, the spokesperson for the WEF.
Well, let me push back. Let me push back here. So if I'm trying to debate you on that, I would say, okay, but Alex, why not just let him be president for 4 years and then implement your world war government system, thereafter? How much, how can you just wait 4 years before you can implement it? How much damage can Trump do if that's your ultimate goal, if you just let him be president for 4 years?
Atlantic Monthly.
Why try to kill him?
Yeah, well, because they can't, the whole world's turning against him. Xi Jinping broke with Obama 10 years ago, and he's not working with the globalists like he was. He's a totalitarian and terrible, but he's his own system now. Russia is broken with the globalists. The EU is falling apart. There's a global political awakening and realignment, and they say
that's why they want war. That's why they want war.
They need war to prop up their Anglo-American establishment. And for new viewers, I'm not bashing white people. When Putin calls the West the Anglo-Americans, that's the ancient name of the group that's passed on power from William the Conqueror on through the British Empire merging with the U.S. Empire. Winston Churchill called it the Anglo-American Empire in his 3-volume set, History of the English-Speaking People. So Putin addresses them in the ancient tongue. Because, I mean, at the real political level, it's like Dune, the houses. They talk about all the old scores. And that's why Putin with Tucker spoke like an hour about the history of Russia and stuff, because that's what really matters to those people, and they understand how long these wars with the Anglo-Americans have been going. So the Anglo-American empire is falling apart, and Macron has said it. The Financial Times has said it. Atlantic Monthly said it. Yuval Noah Harari said it Sunday. He said, and I played the clip of my show yesterday, he said, if we don't take out Trump, and if he becomes the president, the new world order system is going to collapse, and our world government is going to fail. Okay.
So basically, and I
believe him.
think I can see your perspective on this. It does feel like they're growing increasingly erratic, and you do see and you feel this awakening happen. Like these topics.
Candace and Alex, about time. This is going to be a fucking problem.
You and I are talking about right now, you could not speak about this 6 years ago without just being completely canceled and called a crazy person. And now people are seeing how sinister the government is. And so there does seem to be this desperation, and they realize they don't really have 4 years before the whole world is awakened to what they're doing, and they're desperate. I mean, these people are psychopaths. They will do anything to hold on to power. And that's why I've been saying to my audience, been saying this for years, they want war with Russia and Iran. They want war. They're going to figure out how to get to war with Russia and Iran. And the next thing you know, you got the Ukraine thing happening. You've got the Iran yesterday. Oh, they were going to try to sell to us a CNN headline that, oh, the assassination, they figured out that Iran was going to try to assassinate Trump. I'm like, this is a nonsense. This is the deep state. They want war because wars allow them to reset, right? You plunder, it's a good old fashioned reset. You plunder, you take, you get to do whatever you want. You decide who the boss is. That's what happens after wars. And I showed, and got in a lot of trouble for this in the mainstream media, I showed the—
Ding dong. That's why it would have been profitable for us to go knock down China. I was all for a war in China. I just don't want them to go to the war with all the Arab countries. I'm for a war in China. Yeah, knock them down. We owe them too much money. After we knock them down, we free. We debt free.
The American audience is what we did to the German-speaking civilians post-World War II. Like this is about—
Sam was good.
You can plunder and steal and take and reset.
That's
That
right.
is why they love war. So Alex Jones believes that the government wants to keep us struggling while the elites at the top get to enjoy a prosperous state.
Oh, they just now starting, man. This is about to get ugly.
Whether you believe that or not, what you are dealing with right now is the reality that it is a struggle to keep up with bills, food, gas, even the power bill. Well, if you own a home and you want to change things around for you—
If you're new here, right, I need y'all to double tap the screen and get the lights up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. My brother Shaggy just called me, you know what I'm saying? He got some action over there. I'm going to hit him back after. God's work.
Make it right. And the Nazis were terrible. You've said that many times.
Right.
But it is true that—
Man, 2 million troops, army. You might as well say they got 1 million. You want to know why? Because most Chinese people are very small.
that Eisenhower and the Allies, because Europe was destroyed and there wasn't a lot of food, people were dying of disease everywhere. He did just pen up men, women, and children in large open air. He put them actually in the work camps and starved about 2 million Germans to death. And that's come out in BBC reports. You've covered it. And all you're saying is America did that to the Native Americans. So Hitler's bad for us to then say, but we've done bad stuff too, and we're capable of evil. That's not endorsing Hitler.
Right. Well, they know it's not endorsing him, but they pretend it is because, again, that's a part of the process of the awakening, right?
That's the lie.
So people were shocked when I showed them that
Facts, Sarah. Everybody's saying that. It's about time.
old BBC documentary.
I'm pretty sure they've been in contact all that time, but they had something is changing. And notice, it wasn't until Trump got elected. I feel like they feel like it's safe now, with them other fools in play. Listen, if Kamala Harris would have took the seat, right, this would have never happened. Everybody would have been running for the border. Trust me when I tell you. Because there's some vindictive people on the left, man. They want these people dead. People like this, they want them out of here.
Stalin. People don't even know about the Bolshevik Revolution. I mean,
you can share this. Just share the video. Just go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, and the share button, the like button, and everything is up there. All right. Salute to you.
Americans we are so polluted. We are so propagandized in the classroom, and we have no concept of history. This was why they did not want that Tucker and Putin interview to take place, because Americans have we're basically like goldfish. We don't have a memory of anything, and they want to keep us like that. They want to keep us.
Me too, man. To like 2011. Matter of fact, before then.
fat and dumb and polluted with drugs, so they can tell us what the narrative is. This is why they don't want kids being able to read, because then they will tell us what history is. And in each scenario, we defeated the bad guys. We never were the bad guys. I mean, it's basically a fairy tale. And so all it takes is the injection of one drop of truth, right? And for me, it was that BBC documentary, and I went, what the heck is going on? How did I not know about this? How did I not know we had done this? And then you start realizing you've never really known your country and who has been running this country. And I've been showing to my audience, they are literal Satanists. Like, we're not saying this in the haha, you're devilish. I mean, literally, these programs, a lot of these, like I did an episode on NASA, like satanic origins, like literally every time they were established in the JPL. Yes, Jack Parsons was a literal Aleister Crowley, thelemic Satanist. Said that he met the devil, like he had done some chant, they were having sexual rituals. And when you were speaking about this stuff a long time ago, it sounded crazy, Alex. I'm not going to lie. And now for people, it's on Wikipedia. You don't even, this is not on some deep Reddit feed. You can go read about how they established the jet propulsion program.
Because he's Alex Jones, he can't just be spitting stuff that's not backed by 100% facts. He can't. It's like me saying Mac mean true story, and I'm out here just lying about all the stories that's supposed to be true.
And via Jack Parsons, and what
it doesn't work. It's like calling McDonald's fast food, but it takes you an hour to get your fucking cheeseburger.
He believed it. He believed it.
Don't tap the screen. Let's get the lights all the way up, please. Or go to the top right of your screen and hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button's at.
Satan. He worshipped the devil. He was having sexual rituals, trying to impregnate a woman via sexual ritual black magic to create a moon child. Even saying it sounds crazy, but it's just available on Wikipedia. That's a scary reckoning for those of us who have been asleep for a very long time. It's scary.
No, I totally
recognize that Alex Jones was right. That's a scary thing, by the way. Alex Jones was right is a scary thing to say, you know, because then you go, whoa, who's running America? What's actually happening in this society? These people have power and they've always had power. That's scary.
Absolutely. And just to finish up on the big question you asked, because that really is the big one. We can sit here and debate them all day as there was a stand down. We know the deep state did this. The stand down is at every level, and the ridiculous response of the Secret Service director, who's under the direction of Mayorkas, who's a master Lex Luthor in real life villain. And then they say, oh, it's a slanted roof. We can't put people up there. It's not safe. And then the counter sniper.
Share this video for me, y'all. Share it on Facebook, Instagram. Share it in your messengers. You know, like YouTube takes all of those things into account. When you type, everybody, if you're a human being, right? I want to show that there's not a bunch of bots in my chat. I want to show that there's not 731 bots. So everybody, double tap the screen and type the number 1 in the chat. Type it as many times as you want.
Team is on the slanted roof next door that's even more slanted. I mean, this is barely even a slanted roof. It's perfect to be on as the command base. You don't have the police in the command center, which the shooter shot from the roof of. You have them on top of the damn roof. At any presidential event I've ever been to, they're all over the roofs. And when the president's speaking, I've seen them with Stinger missiles on top of the White House, and I've seen them with Stinger missiles in Dallas when I saw Reagan speak in the mid-1980s. So here's the bottom line. We know they did it. They're behind it. They said they wanted to kill him.
Thank you for sharing, Kathleen. Everybody else, share the video, man.
It's all out there on record. The intelligence agencies have 6 ways for Sunday to get even with you. As Schumer said, we need to
thank you, Pam. Patricia,
get those videos up on.
Patricia, salute, ladies. Subscribe to the channel. This is a real man's channel. All right. Not the men with the panties with the dick holes, you know, those guys. Salute to those guys. Like I said, man, we do have a commercial for them.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
We're the opposite of that. We like to pull our pants up, you know what I'm saying, ball our fists up and fight, okay?
On X. I'm going to post them in the next hour to Real Alex Jones. I hope you guys share them. And I've got all these CIA guys saying we're going to kill Trump. The CIA is going to kill Trump. And of course, they run the CIA and the Justice Department. So nobody's going to go grab them and take them in for very serious interrogation, because this is the time for serious interrogation. But they control the high ground, they control the government, they control the agencies. So that's why they have this incredible arrogance. And Trump has gotten a lot of this knowledge now. He's not as naive as he used to be, and I know he's got people around him now that actually know what's going on. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, let's just say some of my acolytes, people that have been listening to me for decades, are now very close to Trump. And I've been meeting with some of these folks. When I say very close, I mean, if something happens to Trump, this person's the president, that close. And they told me, no, we know, decades listening, we understand you got the blueprint. We want to work with you. We want to understand the battle plan, how to defeat them. Well, that's happening.
East Coast Temple, thank you for sharing, man.
There's not even a need for me to even talk to them on the phone.
Double tap the screen, everybody.
They're watching. The chiefs of staff are watching. They all get it now. We're like, whoa, this guy isn't crazy. No, folks, I'm not crazy. I have so much knowledge, it makes my head burn, because I can sit here for 10 hours and give you evidence, and you could go look it up. It's all open, okay? Like I tell you, there's animal-human clones all over the place. It's declassified. It's public, but it's kept in these industrial reservations, walled off. But the fact of its existence is there, and that's what I'm saying. Is the deep state is so much deeper. So they have to kill Trump now. They have nothing to lose. Their backs are against the wall. Trump is riding a wave of a global political realignment. They're going to try to blow up his airplane. They're going to try to poison him. They're going to try to roll a truck bomb into Mar-a-Lago.
I mean, 3 fucking attempts. Come on.
So there better be barriers a mile away. And they are going to even set off a low yield.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
1 megaton.
Thank you for sharing, Diana.
2 megaton atomic bomb. They might use a neutron bomb, which again, they could detonate a small neutron bomb at 1,000 feet above Mar-a-Lago.
Alex Jones predicted 9/11 planes hitting the towers something like a week before it happened. Anyone here know where I can find the video of him predicting it? YouTube used to have it years ago. I don't know.
And it would kill everyone in a quarter-mile, half-mile range, even if they're in a bunker.
Listen to that last part he just said. That's crazy, man.
It's a neutron bomb, which again, they could detonate a small neutron bomb at 1,000 feet above Mar-a-Lago. And it would kill everyone in a quarter-mile, half-mile range, even if they're in a bunker. And it would not damage any.
Even if they're in a bunker, that's some scary shit. Rabbit hole. Hey, get the carrots in the chat right now. We about to go down the rabbit hole, man. I got a video that I'm going to show y'all in a second, right? Of a dude that calls the fucking police. Matter of fact, let me just show it to y'all real quick, right? He calls the police at the drive-thru of a fucking McDonald's, right? And let me show you when they, this goes into my rant about defunding the police and the stupidity of the whole idea of defunding the fucking police. When you got these goofies running around. This guy calls the police because he has a complaint about some fucking cold fries. The dude is on the run for murder. He actually waits to the police to get there to complain to the cops about his cold. It says murder suspect calls the cops over cold fries, McDonald's fries, and gets arrested, right? This is funny as shit. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. And put carrots in the chat if you want to go down this rabbit hole with me, man. All right? Salute to everybody that's here. 700 people here. Salute to y'all.
Be advised what van. I got 3 white vans.
Again, guy calls the police because of his fries being cold, and he wants to complain to McDonald's. The nerve of this cocksucker.
1022, I got contact. What's up, man?
Carrots in the chat, please, respectfully. All right? Respectfully. That's how Bugs Bunny used to talk. Respectfully. All right? No, that's Daffy Duck. Excuse me. All right, here you go. Drum roll for this fool.
We're the ones that called.
Okay, what's up?
Basically, we went in there.
Now, wait. Before I go any further, this story has good news and bad news, right? This story has good news and bad news. Which one do y'all want first? Do y'all want the good news first or the bad news? Let's look in the chat and see what we got going on. This story ends with good news or bad news. You know what I mean? It has good news and bad news. Which one do y'all want first? Truth lady, assalamu alaikum, sister. Do y'all want the good news first or the bad news? Let me know. All right. So far, all I see is carrots. Good news or bad news first? Ron wants to hear the bad news first. Sydney requires me to tell the bad news first. Tim, carrots. So everybody wants the bad news first. I'll give you the bad news first, right? The bad news is that there's no good news. I'll tell you the good news in a little while.
Purchase the food. I guess there's something wrong with their server.
Sorry.
Before I tried to order on the little box.
Oh, I said there was no good news, right? So I guess the good news is that there's no bad news. Carrots. Carrots in a chariot. Allegedly, L'Oreal, fair use. All right, this nigga's going to jail.
She said that wasn't working. He had to stop us from ordering and go help her.
Okay.
So he probably frustrated at work. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole scenario.
Okay.
What I get.
So why'd y'all call? So like, what happened?
Because we ordered the food. He couldn't print us a receipt.
Okay.
Man, if I was a cop, I'd be slapping the shit out of people. I ain't gonna lie.
So he said the receipt would be printed in the back. So I said, okay. So we sat down, me and my fiance, looking for homes around here.
Gotcha.
So
Jeremiah, the good news that there's no bad news.
Went back to Progressive Rentals looking at homes.
Uh-huh.
I guess our order was called, but we don't even know our order number.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now our food.
Man, they took that shit personal as fuck, right? Damn. Do.
Seems like yesterday I had lots of dough. I got Biggie shot and nobody know. Shoot the club up, pass the gun to J-Lo.
Carrots in a chariot.
Food is sitting there cold, so when I come up, I say, I try to fry the fries.
They act like YouTube is theirs. YouTube is mine. This is my channel. I do what the fuck I want to do. All right. Now you go start a YouTube channel and twiddle your fingers around or whatever. Who gives a fuck? As long as you don't bother me and my theme song.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Yeah, I do more than just talk. I'll put it together for y'all.
They're lukewarm, but they're not
hot. Entertain these people. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's talking about his lukewarm fries that should have been hot.
So when
Meanwhile, he's on the run for murder.
I say, I try to fry the fries. They're lukewarm, but they're not hot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just asked him, can we get some fresh fries?
Okay.
He said, okay, the fries are not hot. Touch the fries. I said, no, they're not hot. And at this point, you done touched them. So,
yeah,
can I just get a fresh set?
Okay.
So is he getting the fries? And I said, can I also get the receipt? That was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, sir. 5 minutes ago, I can run my store however I want to run my store.
Okay.
If you've been here for longer than an hour, type 9s in the chat.
Sir, I didn't pay it. He said, matter of fact, you can leave my property. Get off my property now. Or you can come and get, I do a refund. I say, sir, with Cash App card, it's 3 to 7 business days to do a refund. Just give me my set of fries and my receipt. That's what you're supposed to do anyway when I pay for my order.
Okay.
This is not my store. He telling me this is his business. He owns this. Like, it's not
I
that
understand.
deep. We just need the fries and the burger.
Okay. Do you have your ID on?
Uh-oh, he know his ass going to jail.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, I have to get your information.
Okay.
What do you need my ID for? You know what I'm saying? Can I get my shit?
What's your last name?
Man, just turn around and walk away, man. Listen, look, now he's hot. Man, is this racist?
Sims.
S-I-M.
I've been looking for some legit racist shit for like a couple of days, man. Y'all know my show.
S-I-M-E-S.
Yeah.
I would shock the people into some real racist shit because normally, if it ain't racist, it's Tupac in the bikini. And I've been trying to, I relapsed. I said that I would not show this picture because one of my friends from the channel, right? He's a moderator, right? His name is Ming. Ming is the guy that gave me this sordid picture of Tupac in the leopard print bikini, right? And when he first sent me this picture, I just send them a text back. What, with a bunch of question marks. Like, what am I to do with Tupac in a bikini? I didn't, I was listening to Tupac when it was all eyes on me. So normally, I like I said, I'm gonna get rid of this soon out of my computer. I've been saying this for weeks. It's like saying bye for a Spanish, somebody that's Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans take a long time to really actually leave your house. You know what I'm saying? Like my homegirl, Mary Lou, she be telling me bye for an hour. And she still be there. But, like I said, I will be replacing this Tupac picture with something more appropriate for this show. This is a family show. You get me? All right, back to the dude that calls the police about his cold fries knowing that he's on murder. He's on the run for murder. That should be a title. The guy that called the police on his own. Meek Mill, if you don't come up out of this cage, look, I'm going to erase that one too, man. We'll get to that later. The guy that called the police over cold McDonald's fries knowing that he was on the run for murder. Major fail. When keeping it real goes to jail.
Yes. And first name?
ANTOINE.
OI.
Oh, I used to love them stories of them niggas tell me about how they get locked up. That's what we do when we in jail. We tell you how we got locked up, how you could have prevented, who snitched, motherfuckers, rats, all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but how you went to jail, nigga? I was at the McDonald's, man. That story just starts fucked up. How did you get hit with this life bed? Man, I was at the McDonald's, man. Bitch gonna serve me some fucking cold fries. Man, I looked at her like, what? Do you not know who I am? I'm a baller. I'm a ball player. They call me G Money. Fuck is wrong with you, bitch? You know what I'm saying? I'm calling the police. And she said, rock-a-bye, baby. Whenever I get close to the 3-hour mark, I just start blabbering. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
ANTOIANE. What's your birthday?
Man,
what's a good telephone number for you?
He fucked up. You gotta see his face. He becomes terrified real soon. Watch this shit. This just goes bad for dude. This is like watching real, the internet now. Back in the days, you used to have to watch that movie, the show Cops. You know what I'm saying? Now, all you got to do is just go to the show YouTube. That's it. Go to Mac Mean channel. You'll see all this shit. Huh?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let you know he called as well.
While you at it, go subscribe to my other channel. That's Mac Mean TSTV. I'm going to put a link up there soon.
Y'all both called.
Yeah, we both called right
So I'm going to go in and talk to him. Hey, Carl, will you hang out with him? All right, he's going to hang out with you for a second, okay? I'm going to go and talk to him real quick. Yeah. Let's go inside. Let's talk inside. Outside of here. Somewhere. I don't want us to be outside talking.
No, that's fine.
We can talk right here or we can go inside. It don't matter. So what happened?
You got a lot.
Okay. So break it down for me. What happened?
It's just
he pulled the gun out on me, man.
He's all his food's cold.
He better not have a pistol in that fucking car, especially not the murder weapon.
Okay.
He's burning my hands. So whatever. That's
I got worse videos than this. If y'all want to continue going down this rabbit hole, y'all want me to stay live, put carrots in the chat. If I don't see 100 carrots in this motherfucking chat, in the next 10 minutes, I will be ending this live. Y'all don't get them likes up past 400 in the next fucking 10 minutes. I'm talking about literally 8 minutes. I will be off this. My goal has been met. Everything else after this is rabbit hole. If y'all want me to stay live, get the likes up. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. That's going to give me the indication that you want me to stay live. If not, salute to everybody that's here. Subscribe to my other channel. I'll put the link in the chat in a second, okay? I'm going to go back to the Alex in a second, Jason. I got you.
Okay.
This one is hilarious. Let's get past this, right?
Cussing me. You better give me fresh fries, mother.
Mm-hmm.
What? Here's a little old lady, and she just came up to us and said, if you need me to talk to the police, I said, no, I got this. But he starts losing it, starts shoving his food at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, sorry. I said, well, tell you what, you can take your business elsewhere. Give me a car, give me a refund. No, you're not going to give me an effort refund. You're going to give me my food and my money back.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, look, sir.
I need them likes to match the carrots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get them likes past 400. Please, respectfully, everybody just There's more than 400 people here. So let's go. All right. I'm telling you for a reason, man. That's what we're doing. We're growing the channels. I'm not monetized here. But the Cash App is $MacMain. See it scrolling at the top. All right. Let's get back to the content.
I shoved his food. I took his food. So he's got nothing to show at me now because next thing
Thank you, East Coast.
you know, he's throwing his drink at me. So I took his food, took it to the sprayer, put it in the trash. Here's your
Don't make me snatch your neck. Let me snatch your neck from live streaming. Don't shoot him, please. I like that.
Give me your card. I'll give you a refund. Take your business elsewhere. Please don't come back.
Okay.
Screaming at me. I want CT'd. You know?
Okay. Did you give him his refund? Like, is that all right?
He refused to.
Okay.
You're not going to give me a refund.
Okay.
Excuse my language.
No, you're fine.
This is the way he was talking.
Okay.
So I don't want him CT'd. I don't want to ever have him back.
Okay.
I mean, dude's obviously on probation. Got an ankle bracelet on.
Okay. What is your information too? If you have your ID, that'd be much easier. Perfect.
All right, let's get back to the goofy, right? Because I want to see what his excuse is going to be for calling these police over cold fucking fries.
My name and date of birth.
He's going to do a bad bid. They're going to find out about him. Trust me. They're going to put a bunch of soap on the floor in the shower, and they're going to toss him up in that shit and call that the car wash. And he will be the car.
Last name Sierra, India.
Somebody been to a prison shower. They know what I'm talking about.
Mike, Echo, Sierra. First name Alpha, November, Tango, Oscar, India, Alpha, November, Echo.
Now he's running his ID. It's a wrap. This dude, he should have ran already.
Pass you, so you will not be allowed back.
I drove off when the cop went in there about the fries. Fuck that. I'll eat cold fries free.
This McDonald's.
I don't even stay here.
It doesn't matter. He's requested it. We got to do it. It's not a big deal. It's a piece of.
Charge me?
No, we're not charging you. It's a piece of paper we're going to give you that's going to say, "Hey, you can't come back to this McDonald's." That's all it is.
Wow.
They know that he's on the run for murder. So basically, they're trying to trick him now. They're trying to like diffuse it a little bit. They don't want him to think that we got you for murder. So they making him try to think that it's just like, it's like a little ticket. You're going to walk away from this.
Yeah.
No, just realistically, did I do anything?
I don't know. I'm not here to even figure that out. I'm here to keep the peace. Yeah, this is completely civil. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Notice his ass ain't worrying about them fries no more.
No, I don't want.
I'm just saying, I don't like to see dudes go to jail. But when you this fucking stupid, when you know that you're on the run for murder, and you can't accept some cold ass fries, we all get cold fries once in a while. You got a chick in the car, and you try to make a point, you trying to prove a point. It's a nice day, bro. It's the worst day to go to jail, man. I used to hate going to jail when it's nice outside, and then you walk past a window and you see all the people outside and it's freezing in there, and you're like, oh man. This dude is dumb as fuck.
I'm complaining about it.
So
I just don't understand what I did wrong with this.
No, you're good. Do you have CT forms?
What you did wrong, you was driving while stupid. You know what I'm saying? Calling the police when they got other shit to worry about. You just essentially put yourself in jail.
Okay, I have CT forms. That's fine. It's not a big deal. So look, all right. So this is civil, okay? As a business,
that's what they told me when the U.S. Marshals kicked my door in. Shit. I was like, what the fuck is this for? They said a misdemeanor. What type of misdemeanor is this? The felony con? What the fuck? That literally just kicked my door open, sir. And beat me the fuck up.
Business owner, he has the right to refuse service to anyone he chooses to refuse service to. Just like if you own a business, you have the same right to do the same thing. Exactly. If you own a physical business, like you didn't have you can CT whoever the hell you want. You can do whatever. Yeah. As long as it's within the law, and that's within the law, okay? All right, so hang out with him. I'm going to get that form. It's a simple form that says, hey, just don't come back to this McDonald's.
Oh, they finessing him, and he could feel it. He could feel it.
Now, I'll tell you, if you do come back to this McDonald's when we get caught out here, you go to jail.
I'm not.
All right?
I'm not. I got it smart.
So
they trying to dog walk him because they don't want no action. They don't want to fight.
You cool with the refund?
Yeah, so okay. I just got to go in there and tap my card.
Yeah, I will get that in just a second, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
See, so y'all get what's going on, right? They know that they're going to pull him in for murder, but they just trying to keep him calm so they could throw his ass in cuffs. Y'all got about 2 more minutes to get them likes up to 400. I'm letting you know now. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, man. Do me the biggest favor in the world. I want to go out and stretch my legs and do something else. All right? Get the likes up. I'll stay live. If not, I'm out of here, man. I'll get with y'all.
10-4.
I do have a bunch of other shit that I wanted to show y'all, but it's all rabbit hole stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right.
The call figure is now landline with the female that's 10-7 after this ship on First Street.
10-4.
With a male sitting on a white truck
Stand by.
outside, and the daughter is inside with her door locked. She should be the only one 10-7 and out.
Wanted person, caution, violence, armed and dangerous.
Watch this dummy. Man, I know he this shit probably replayed in his head so many times while he laying up. All right, let's see what happens. All right, let's see how this goes.
Ten four.
384-522 is K.
Can't even drive off. It's a wrap. Played itself, KB.
All right, spell your last name for me.
SIMES.
Okay. Where's your driver's license out of?
No, I don't have it.
Okay.
I think my mother's got it.
Okay. SIMES. Spell your first name again.
ANTOINE.
OINA.
OINE.
OINE.
Look, he keeping distance. He want to get that running start, man.
Me. Okay.
So I'm basically just banned from here.
Correct.
Not Kennesaw.
His name
wanted a refund but got a return. That's savage, fish. Foolish pride or just plain dumb. He know, yup, Colin. He know his ass is out of here. He's stepping back slowly but surely. He's slithering away. Let's get the likes up, man. I'm still live. Hello. I'm still having fun. Once I stop, I'm out of here.
Their name?
Who got a murder? He's on the run for murder. He calls the police for fucking cold fries. What a failure. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. We'll go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Waxito in the building, man. Hit that fucking link. Wax, pull up.
I can't remember him.
Yeah, so
We got new forms, so I don't remember.
His name here, and then the manager's name.
That's what I thought.
So he's the manager or somebody else?
He's the owner.
So that's why he feels like it.
Like I said, if you want to take it in your higher, call corporate.
Yeah. Nah, this is just 10 bucks.
Was it 10-17?
I don't know yet.
Man, it's gaming, man. Yeah, I got the shades.
Authorized representative
I
of.
don't have to spoon. Yeah.
What's the address here?
It was like
Keep going down.
So many damn
Hey,
address.
what's the address?
So, responsibly attend for 1099.
Babe, what's the address? Babe, step on the gas. He played it so. Oh, it don't work? I'll put it on the community wall.
2049 comp.
For everybody's here tomorrow, right? You see that link I just posted up just now? That link is for, it's on my other channel. Tomorrow 6:30, we're gonna be talking about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. You know. Welcome to 7-Eleven.
Parkway.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah. Give me just a second.
Excuse me, sir. So there's no secrets or nothing like that?
No.
So show up in the record.
Yeah, no. I'm going to get him to fill this out.
I'm sending it to your Instagram right now. AP, check your Instagram messages in 1 minute.
Okay, just whatever. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, Mr. Sims, come over here. I'm going to have you sign this.
I'm not under arrest or anything, am I?
No, sir. Just come over here. I'm going to have you sign this real quick.
I said I'm not under arrest or
No,
anything.
no, you're not. Yeah, just come over here. I'm going to have you sign this real quick.
You have to sign it saying that you don't want to come back to the
Yeah.
property.
So you'll fill this part out.
Can I see it, sir?
Yeah. You come over here, man.
No, I'm afraid of y'all, sir.
Why are you
I've been here
afraid?
3 years, sir. I'm afraid of you.
All right, I'm gonna walk you through. Why are you doing that?
I know how to fill it out.
Why are you doing that?
I know how to fill. Am I
All right,
arrested?
yeah.
No, let's take it here.
Ah.
Car. 6-2 Kennesaw, cop.
Can't find you, AP. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put a StreamYard link on the community wall. Buddy.
Got him! Contact! Backside!
You can go to the hospital.
Huh?
You can go to the hospital.
I need to go to the hospital. I fell too.
Yeah, the link is posted, man. That was quick as fuck, man. All right, rabbit hole. All right, this one is bad. Somebody died in this joint. So this dude, all he had to do, they got this cat, you know what I'm saying, him and his girl at the gas station, right? And they just want to, somebody die in this joint. Just put it that way. Somebody gets shot up bad in this joint. I don't know if he's dead, but he definitely got clipped up in this gas station, man. I've seen so many gas station shootings. You know what I'm saying? It's posted on the community wall.
When we come up and talk to you, we just need to investigate that by meaning we need to know who you are. All I want to know is who you are.
So
okay, Junior, do you want me to finish? If you do not provide who I am, you're obstructing our investigation.
But I'm saying, like, you saying that
Well, he in the backseat with a gun. They don't know yet, though.
I committed a crime because
He about to find out that these police don't mind zapping a dude that don't want to comply with something.
I was driving a car that's registered her mom, and it's got a different plate from one of her cars.
We do not know who her mom is. We do not know any of these things. We haven't done any records check. All we know is that the vehicle tag that's on here doesn't match to this vehicle. Okay, and I believe that you might, when you say that, good, but we don't know that for sure. So we need to know that for sure. We also need to know who everyone is inside of the car. Okay.
Back up, y'all.
Sit down.
Cause his thingy just came off.
Well, you can grab him. No. She can grab him if he comes over here. We're not gonna do anything to the dog, Junior.
Do you understand what we're saying?
Y'all saying that I broke a crime because I was driving a car.
Do you have a driver's license?
No.
That's another one. But we're not gonna sweat it.
Y'all want to
We gotta know. Well, we gotta know who you are, man.
I was driving. I just had him drive over.
That's fine.
Over here.
Okay.
That's all I was
You're just making it harder than what it is. We're
Junior,
not trying to.
step out of the car for me. Step out of the car, please. Okay, ma'am, can you move out of the way, please? Ma'am, please move out of the way.
What?
Junior, you're under arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
Okay, you're under arrest for obstruction. Okay, and your traffic offenses. All right. Okay, you have the wrong tag on this car. All right. You have the wrong.
Junior, make this harder than you need to be, man.
So come on out.
You know what I mean?
You
Make
was
it harder.
listening to y'all. Y'all just kept talking, and then y'all told him to step out the car. He was still listening to y'all.
Call your boss and show me what jurisdiction you have over me. Call your boss. Call your boss here.
Junior, step out of the car. Junior.
Call your boss here.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Call your boss here, man.
I don't know your name.
Call your
Chelsea,
boss.
can you step out of the way, please?
Call
You
your
need to
boss
move.
here. Call your boss here. See, I want to speak to y'all general, y'all sergeant, y'all captain. I want to talk to you.
Okay. Ma'am, you need to move.
I'm not moving because if I move, my dog's gonna jump over and get y'all. I'm not doing that.
Call your general.
Junior.
Call your captain. Call your boss.
Okay.
Call them here.
William 352.
I want to talk to you.
1059 at Quick Trip, 4950 South.
What's the
Harbor,
problem?
Oklahoma. George Lincoln John 810. Right. Go ahead. Got an uncooperative subject over here. Can we have a couple more officers to our location?
You didn't do anything wrong.
We're just trying to figure that out, and you're making this harder than what it needs to be,
I
man.
don't see why you have to come over here and mess with us when you just.
Because
I
the
told
tag
you.
does
And
not
I'm
check
telling you,
to this
y'all are
vehicle.
not the first police officers that's pulled me over.
Okay,
told
and we
me
believe
that.
And they said it is legal.
For me to have that. Yeah, for
It's
me.
not. You can't have a different tag.
Then why that
Or
police
we
officer
see someone
told me
here
that?
that's being uncooperative.
You can't
Actually,
have
subjects being uncooperative.
If they're
a tag from
registered
another.
to the same people,
No, you can't. That's
Why
why.
did-
That's why it's registered to that card. So you know
then
what
why
card it
did
is.
the other police officer tell me that?
I don't know. Maybe you misunderstood them. I don't know. I don't know what they said to
He
you.
repeated it twice.
Huh?
No, because he repeated it twice to me.
Okay. Well, he was wrong then.
They're to my mom's Ford Escape in this van. And she just got both of these vehicles and she let me use this.
What you sweating, man? What are you sweating? You just have a problem with us being here?
All right, let me just go to the park when they zap his ass. Hold up.
Talk to you.
We've pulled you over for a violation. You're refusing to identify yourself. Okay, it's time to step out of the car. All right.
Imagine if he knew his rights.
Sergeant.
This is my sergeant right here. Okay.
Do you want options?
Okay, ma'am, time to step away.
I got dogs, I want them to get
It's time to step away.
You need to stand up and stand right here.
Yeah, she getting all in the way. She trying to catch the charge. She gonna be the first one yelling when they start zapping him.
You the sergeant?
Yep.
Okay, I want to know what I did. Well, I was already parked
They
over here.
identified your violation.
Yep, what's that?
Okay. The tag is not checked to the vehicle that you're driving. Okay, it checks to a different vehicle. We're here to investigate what's going on. We've asked you to
That's probably a whole lie.
identify yourself. We've seen you drive
He'll mark off to a mistake later on. They'll say, well, yeah, we made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Got his ass zapped. Should have complied.
this vehicle.
Ma'am, I need you to step away.
When really they just, might be violating his rights. You know what I'm saying? Even if he got a joint back there, I mean, that you escalate the situation. You break a dude's, you break the law. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a problem on both sides. Let's put it that way.
Know that you do not have a
Stand
driver's
right
license.
here. Okay, this might
Okay. Junior needs to step out of the vehicle.
The Tulsa be on fire anyway. They love zapping people out there. Y'all don't watch First 48? They always in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shit.
Time. You need to step out of the vehicle at this time.
Because I ain't getting no crime.
Okay, here's what I'm going to explain. No, listen to me.
I want to know this.
You step out of the vehicle, or I'm going to pepperball you.
Pepperball.
Yep.
I got dogs in the car.
Pepperball. They did more than pepperball. This motherfucker.
That's his decision.
Why you got a pickleball? Because you're resisting arrest. So,
Easy
you have
way,
a
hard
choice.
way.
You can be under arrest right now. I'll use force.
What am I under arrest for?
Obstruction of justice. Right now.
Said I'm gonna use force.
To identify yourself to a law enforcement officer operating vehicle with an improper license plate. I'm certain we can come up
I
with a
wasn't operating in a
Listen, we're not
Saw you
arguing.
drive.
It was off. You know, they could sniff that there's something wrong, and they're gonna do what they do. To even if they gotta bend the laws a little bit, they're gonna do what they gotta do. Well, me, I looked at too many movies, man. You know, even if I was a cop, I'd be like, you know, last place I want to start shooting is in the fucking gas station. You know.
Step out right now. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
But then again, if you look at Club Shells right around here in my neighborhood, the windows of that gas station is riddled with bullets, man. Niggas be out their mind out here, man. I think they need a mental evaluation for two things. Three things. Having babies, voting, and carrying guns. Everybody shouldn't be able to have a gun in the hand.
Or he's going to force you out of the car.
So my thing is with your dogs. Okay, you're going to have to move or you're going to get exposed.
Even some cops. You know, I think the crime problem is way bigger than the cop problem because you know, like they like to embellish a lot of the cop problems. They like to throw it out there, especially when during voting season. They'll be like, you know, the cops is racist. They dragged somebody out the car, man. I'd have dragged them out too.
Okay,
Junior, you're making it hard, man. Do you want to go through that, or do you want to step out and cooperate?
It goes easy on the way out.
Okay, ma'am, I need you to step back, please. Ma'am, I need
Rest in peace, Junior.
you to step back, please.
Junior.
I'm from New York, Rich.
Yes, but you need to get out.
Nigga, you get out. She's gonna step back. Okay.
Yeah, he just be mindful if he doesn't do what you're saying.
Okay.
Say what?
He's getting ready to hit you with the pepper balls, a lot of them. You step out here, you go in handcuffs, you can get
Pepper balls. That's better than being hit with the Diddy ball.
Diddy party. Like a Diddy party. Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Diddy up in there acting like a whole kingpin right now. They said Diddy up in there giving orders out. You know what I'm saying? He got the police active, everything, man. Salute to Diddy, man. No Diddy. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right. Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's what the like button's at. I was going to end this at 3 hours, but we still going, I guess.
give her a kiss. We can do this the hard way, or we can do it that way.
Okay.
That's it.
He said, give her a kiss. He got a whole kufi on in there. He like the dude from double tap screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button. My man got a kufi on with a whole white chick. You know it's going bad, man. Can you please tap that white woman for me? Not that one. Not that one. The white one. That ain't even a woman. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. He was all up in bed with that transvestite. That's crazy. I guess him and Biggie had something in common. Shit.
Ma'am, I need you to step away. Ma'am.
Right now.
Step out.
Right now.
Ain't no straight man doing no hip-hop video with no transvestite, you know what I'm saying, in the bed with him. Come on, bro.
Right now, Junior.
Just shoot me.
No.
Just shoot me.
No.
Just
Get
shoot
out.
me. No,
Get out. Get out.
Pepperball.
He said, just shoot me, and my man just started going, what was that, paintballs? Gun? Oh, no wonder he started shooting at him so easily. All right, got you.
Now.
Why was he bleeding to his neck? Somebody had to shoot him with a real gun.
Right now, Junior.
Just shoot me.
No.
Just shoot me.
No.
Just
Get
shoot
out.
me. No, just
Get out.
shoot me.
Get out.
Pepperball.
You got a gun.
We appreciate that part.
Get back.
Shit just got real.
Shot fired. 1060.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Danny, I'm your side, bro!
I got you, Sarge! I hear you, Sarge!
He's over here. He's to the left.
Somebody tell me where he's at, where you're at.
I don't see him, Sarge.
He looks down. Hey, I'm gonna move around, Sarge.
The link is on the community wall if y'all want to join. You heard? It's up there. It's up there. I'm looking right at it right now. StreamYard link.
We don't see him. Sergeant,
Subject is down. Subject's been hit. He's down. Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon!
Sad how he about to roll out that van.
Sergeant!
Put your lights up, double tap the screen, and go to the top right, hit the 3 dots.
Sergeant, can you come to me? Mike, can you come to me?
I need to know he's fucking covered.
I don't see him.
I see. Andrew, give me their number. Con, what you got? 49.
Oh, word, Jeremiah. That's crazy. Yeah, you have to. I can't say. I don't know. They got me shadow banned. When you type my name up with Trump, it just doesn't show up. You know. I have no clue what that's about. Who, you know. That's why I tell people, go subscribe to my other channel too. MacMain TSTV. We monetized over there. All right, so we get paid on that side. I get paid on this channel too, but they took it off for some bullshit. There wasn't nothing I could do about it. They didn't even tell me why they took it. They just took it all about monetization. That content reuse, which was a way for them to knock down a bunch of channels and turn YouTube into Disney World. A lot of people do get the notifications, but so maybe, and I, you know, on my other phone where I watch the shit, like I got 2 phones, but I be getting notifications there too. So you might have to unsubscribe and then subscribe again.
I don't see him.
You get anything right there?
I can't see him. I just have a window. Looks like someone's down, but I don't know.
Sorry. I can't see him. Listen, Mike, get to the car. Come on, right now.
Something hit me bad.
Right, I'm gonna get you out of here, Sergeant.
Nope.
Hey, does he have a shield?
Bad.
Does Mike have a
Listen
shield?
to me. Does anyone have a shield?
Get a shield.
Hey, I've got one in the back, Albert.
He don't make it. He won't make it.
guys okay? Come on. Okay, we're gonna move up at an angle straight in front of you and see what we got with the hands. Danny, I need you to work.
Okay, he's hunched over. I see one hand though. I don't see a second hand, Sergeant.
Hands! Get your hands up! Hands! Hands up! Hands up! Get your hand up! Get your hand up!
Right.
Back up, back up, back up.
Oh yeah, out of here.
Nope, he is. Okay, don't say don't get in front of the van.
No other people.
He moaning.
There's dogs. There's loose dogs in the van. Don't touch that. Don't reach for that.
Grab that hand.
I had to say, man, he earned that one. He worked hard for this. He played himself, man. Hopefully, I don't think that he died. He attempted to kill a Tulsa police officer and carried and discharged a firearm during the crime of violence. Federal grand jury returned an indictment against him, 34, charged him with a felon and possession of firearm, ammunition, obstruction of justice, and attempting to kill a witness, carrying, using, discharging a firearm in relations to the crime of violence. Man, he got lucky. Look at him. Wow, man, he was blessed. I ain't gonna lie, man. He got caught in New York. They offed him. Now look at this dude right here, right? With more rabbit hole shit, right? This shit says Louisville police officer shoots a man trying to carjack a woman in Walmart pharmacy drive-thru. I seen a dude pick a woman up off the train in the train in New York, like snatch her up out of the seat and run out to the platform with her. Like he really tried to kidnap her, manually kidnap this woman and got caught.
Which way is it?
So again, Louisville police officer shoots a man trying to carjack a woman in the Walmart pharmacy drive-thru. What? Let's get there. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they caught him right when he was doing it. Wait a minute. They got him on camera.
Going towards the plaza. You better stop. Get him out. He's reaching. Going around back. You better stop. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Why was that his reaction to make it worse? You stealing, bro. Now you're gonna get a carjacking and bullets in your ass. Ooh.
Car.
Oh man, these cops don't be playing.
Get out of the car.
Don't you know there's a woman? Yo, that's an automatic $1 million. That's a multi-million-dollar suit. And she gets shot and live in that shit. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go to the top and hit that button.
Get out, man. Get out.
Whoa! Yeah, they definitely put in an age restriction on this video. Wow, I gotta see that again.
Get out, man. Get out. Get out of the car now. Hands up. Hands up.
Oh, he burned him again.
Hands up. Shot fired. Hands up. Get your hands up now. Hands up.
Oh man. Sometimes I question myself, right? When I see my kids, because I got an 11-year-old son and he laughs at evil, like things that I think is evil. But what I'm thinking about is how he's yelling. Like, yo, you could have avoided this, bro. There's so many ways you could have avoided this. Run fast. If you want to commit crime, man, like when I was going to stealing from Walmart school, I ain't gonna lie. When I graduated with honors. You want to know why? Because the biggest lesson when I went to stealing from Walmart school was to tie your shoes, okay? Tie your shoes because it makes you run faster, all right? Confucius says, crowded elevator smells different to a midget. All right, you got to think bigger. You got to think bigger. You got to think bigger. I ain't laughing at his pain. But this cop was burning his ass up. Like, why would you jump up in there with somebody's grandmother try to drive, bitch? Oh, this motherfucker was watching movies. Bet he didn't bargain for that, right? I ain't gonna lie, I feel no sorrow for these motherfuckers because I never did bum crimes like that. Rock 'em on, baby. Oh.
Get out of the car now.
He tried, you see when he tried to put his hand up there, he shot him right in his hand.
Get out, man. Get out.
Wow. Oh.
Get out of the car now. Hands up. Hands up.
Wow.
Hands up.
Shit. She walk running, man. That's the slowest fast run I've ever seen in my life. Watch how this woman come jumping, running out the car. AP, what's up?
I love you, bro. What up, buddy?
You too, my nigga. What's good, man?
I'm chilling, enjoying the content, bro. God's work, nigga. What's up?
God's holy work. You know what I'm talking about. AP?
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Ain't shit, just out here chilling, man. Chilling, man. I was supposed to go to Tennessee tomorrow, man, for my boys. You know, some personal shit, family shit. You know what I mean? I talked to you inside.
Okay, this great content. I thought that young boy that had a situation when he was talking to the cops. I thought that was very stupid. You know, Mac, a lot of these niggas, a lot of people can sit out here and they can front and they can do whatever they want to do, but everybody know what they into. Everybody know what they into. And these cops are trained to notice the little things, like an individual who has nothing to hide, that's a law-abiding citizen. They have no no problem with identifying themselves to the authorities. They don't have the same mental capacity that me, you, and other individuals have. So when the police
let me say one thing, and the ones that do have resistance, they also are aware of the laws. They know how to play in between the laws.
Facts. I agree with you 110%. And the individuals who want to see the supervisor, who know, you know, the laws, this, that, and the third, those are the ones that catch the attention of the authorities. That dude from the fucking McDonald's thing, excuse my language, anybody with common sense know that he has something to hide. This particular individual, I mean, what can he refute when he acknowledged that the vehicle that he was driving, he was operating, had fictitious tags? You're in the wrong, bro. You're not supposed to be operating that vehicle if them tags is not properly registered to that vehicle. So he knew what the fuck was going on. Excuse my language.
Well, he was trying to bank on the fact that the vehicle was parked. So it's like, okay, well, I got the right because the vehicle's not moving. So, but he wasn't informed. You know, I think he was dumb. He's a dumb motherfucker. You want to run for a murder. You know, the last thing you want is police contact. It's just self-explanatory. You know. Now, what about this guy right here? This guy runs he's stealing from Walmart. The cop is trying to tell him to stop. I mean, another corner, he would have been gone. Instead, he jumps in the car with this old woman, carjacks her, and gets his ass toasted. You seen this yet? Well, we're going to wait for AP, but check it out.
Get out, man. Get out. Get out of the car now. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Shots fired. Hands up. Get your hands up now. Hands up. Put your hands.
He's singing like Rick James. Look at him. Go ahead and screenshot that, y'all. Go ahead, look at him. Mouth open, wider than Rick James, man. He up there singing hits.
Hands up. Get your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands where I can see him now.
I can't move.
Put your hands where I can see him now. Hands up now. Shots fired. I can't see his hands.
He clocking out.
Gonna be in the pharmacy drive-thru. Put your hands up now.
He clocking out. He dreaming now.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up now.
The arms are right here. I can't move.
Do not move.
My right arm's fucked up.
Be advised, he was trying to carjack a woman in the driveway. She took
Got his hand off.
You didn't listen. You're trying to kidnap somebody.
No, he didn't.
Put your hands up now. Put your hands up.
I can't move my right arm, please.
Officer 1086, I believe the female subject's still okay. Put your hands up now. Hands up. I don't know what he was reaching for something. Put your hands up. I can't see below him. He had something under. He was trying to reach on the dash.
He wasn't reaching for nothing. He just wanted some shooting practice. He clearly wasn't reaching for nothing. He just started zapping them.
I got covered. Pull him out. Pull him out.
Can't take no chances though.
Both hands.
He tried to kidnap. He tried to carjack somebody's grandmother. Piece of shit.
I see both hands. Pull him out. Hey!
Why he stole a Kit Kat. Goofy.
Y'all got lethal?
Yeah. See your hands. Hands. Show me your fucking hands.
Oh, he put holes all in his ass.
Y'all got lethal?
Yeah.
See your hands. Hands! Show me your fucking hands!
Oh yeah, he cut him up. He cut him up. Damn, he cut him up.
Yeah,
he cut him up. Look at.
I can't move my arms! 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 I can't move my arms!
Oh, come on, man. All that, bro. He just got bucked up, man. The dude stole a fucking Twix. Obviously a crackhead. He got holes all in his chest. This is how they do him. These are the type of cops, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, man. I ain't against the police, man. I think that we need police. But this shit right here, come on, bro. Sensitivity training, man. Like, this dude is not on the run for no murder, nothing like that. This dude's really running from... He got a Kit Kat between his butt cheeks. You hear this shit? Hey, look how they doing. Clearly a crackhead. Look at his belt. Oh man, he burned them up.
Guys, please, I didn't do anything. I didn't do that. I can't move it. My right arm's fucked up.
Oh, he had a gun. He was reaching. Should have been quicker, man.
I didn't do anything. I can't move his arm. I can't move the right arm. It's fucked up. I can't move my right arm like this.
It's the American way. Nigga did have a gun. Shit.
Y'all did something to it. Sir, I swear to God, dude.
I don't know.
That guy ran from you. I didn't do nothing.
Why'd you run?
Because I had that CO2 gun on me. And
Oh, it's a CO2 gun on them. It's a BB gun. They zapped him for no reason. He got car keys. He said the dude just started running after me.
Yeah, what'd you do with the other gun so the kid doesn't get it?
It's in the van.
It's in the van?
Yes, sir. I took it from him because he was threatening to shoot me with it. I swear I didn't do anything wrong.
Hey, I need gloves. We need to care. Come on.
Oh man, let me see how this reads out, man. What the fuck happened with this dude, man? He just looks like he was innocent. Was he running for? Let me see. Louisville, Kentucky, on August 28th. This just happened. 2024, 12 working on a non-injury collision when the off-duty LMPD officer requested backup to assist suspect as a white male. As a male wearing orange shirt, boom. All right. Windshield, striking the vehicle. He will be charged with the following: robbery first, possession of a handgun by. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he done fucked up the whole bag, man. He fucked up all the chicken on this, man. He lucky he still got his life. Now that this is just a lot of the stuff that I be seeing when we going down the rabbit hole on the show. Be stuff that could have been avoided. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna show y'all a classic example, man. And for y'all people out here that got teens out here, man, that's really out on the street like that, man, you need to really inform them of their rights and show them the conduct when you out here, man. You gotta move a certain way, man, or you just won't get the right results. You'll be on the opposite end of living. Make the wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? All right, now check it out. It says aggressive teenagers threaten Ohio police during gun bust arrest. I showed this video a while ago. They got a trunk full of guns. Acting crazy. This is like the motherfucker that called the police for his cold fries, knowing he on the run for murder. They up in here beefing. They beefing with the police, knowing they got guns in the fucking car. Not that guns is illegal in Ohio, but It's just when you're underage, that's when it goes bad. They got Draco in there. Look like they got a Mac. They got Drake, a Mac, and it look like an AR. That's regular out here in Ohio, though. All right, let me show you how they end up over here. Now watch these kids, man. They be wild, man. And this is just how they is out here. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They be strapped just like that. They talk to the police like this, especially when they getting high and drunk and shit. And essentially bringing problems to themselves. It be tensions, you know what I mean? Because we don't really have space to go do this. So we just being regular us, you know what I mean? And we're causing people problems just by us being celebratory, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but there is a way to deal with shit when you know that you're dealing with the law, you know? You gotta know how to diffuse shit. You gotta know how when the odds is against you and when you just don't feel like going through the pins.
She's under arrest for what? My cousin ain't going over. You
know that shit. Nobody got no job, bro. Or what? What you gonna do? What you gonna shoot me? Let's go. Everybody go. Get going. Everybody go. You all arrested girls. What you talking about? No, stop touching me. You know why she's.
And a lot of times we taught that this is the tough way. Like this is like something's tough about this. Really, when I look at a dude, acting like that, rolling his head and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, saying stuff to people and then getting mad. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It sounds like a bitch to me. You know what I mean? He's acting like a bitch to me.
Get going. Everybody go.
And, some people think that this is tough. 9 out of 10 times, he ain't got no father. He think that this is tough. He mimicking bitches and acting like a bitch. That's what he's doing.
You all arrested girls. What you talking about?
Excuse my language. Mimicking women acting like a bitch.
Do you know why she's under arrest? Why? Do you know? Why?
Okay. Why? Do you know? Do you know? What you gonna do? What you gonna hit me?
As soon as he go to the pen, he the first. And the only thing, this is liquid courage. He's sipping on that alcohol. He not thinking. You trying to prove what? That you could go to jail?
What you gonna hit me?
Ever catch one of my sons acting like this, I'll slap him like a bitch.
Mine's right here.
Right.
Mine's right there.
Right, but y'all hit him though. Y'all hit him though.
No, we didn't hit him. Out of vest carrier.
Why are you arresting girls? Y'all really killing people. Y'all not even do.
Okay, keep going.
Keep talking about. Like you got shot yesterday. I didn't do.
Killed themselves, bro. They killed that boy, bro.
You're not going back over here.
Yo, egg kid
We're not
ass.
going to go over there.
For real, Rick Taylor Walker.
You really look like a buster. Yo, head ass.
No, listen. Chill.
Asking for it.
Y'all must have get bullied in high school or something. Lame ass.
Excuse me, sir. What's your name? You touched me.
Y'all coming up with kids and people really out here dying. Y'all not doing it. How many unsolved murders? Why is it 30 of y'all? How many unsolved?
I see like 13 abortions right here.
Murders is it?
What's your badge number?
How many unsolved murders is it for?
They ready?
I don't know. How many are there?
I mean, you tell me.
Hey, y'all want to shoot us? Keep it real. I don't want to shoot us, bro.
Don't worry about this petty shit. These people out here doing.
You even know what they
Man,
got?
I don't care about the guy. I know y'all are doing. These are killing.
You don't even know that.
Elbow head.
There is a threat. There is a threat of danger.
Huh?
There is a threat of danger. Like, nigga, all them fucking excuse my delay. Like all them kids in front of my house and they talking about what they're gonna do. I'm not gonna sit and wait for these fucking kids. I'm not gonna sit around and react. Like they already posed the threat because they have weapons. They weaponize themselves. So that alone right there gives me as a homeowner or as a protector, as a father, parent, anything, I'm going to protect my fucking residents and people in my house. When them kids showed up with them fucking, with that energy and them firearms or whatever they got, nigga, it's fair ball game, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old they is, nigga.
That's right.
This what y'all did when y'all ran Jalen Walker down too, huh? Guns, that's what y'all like to do. Y'all still don't like to do smart.
Disrespecting them for no reason. They tell them to keep it down.
Who saw? Without that badge, you couldn't show nobody that saw. Y'all only hard because y'all got guns. That's the only reason y'all hard. If y'all ain't had them guns, keep it real. Would y'all fight us? Y'all got guns. Like, you only hard because you got a gun. You know that, right? You know all these don't shoot. You know what? That's the only reason why you hard, bro. You got guns.
You're the kind of kid back in the day when I didn't. You would get hurt.
You won't be allowed around here.
You won't be allowed around here without that badge. You end up being a police officer.
I grew up here before you
That's
were
different.
born.
You're a police officer.
That's right, but I was here before you were even born.
That don't mean you're somebody.
So you
Yo, nugget head. These people out here dying. You're a regular police officer, man. No, you don't know me. No, you're not allowed to talk. What you say my name was? You don't know me. You don't know me. The police just pulled up out the blue for no reason. Y'all know, but y'all didn't even have a reason to pull them over. You don't know.
Disrespect.
I don't know who the fuck Loon is, bro. Shut up. Assaults and murders. Detective, assaults and murders. Shut up. Do your job.
I just got one question.
Do your job.
I appreciate it.
Sprite.
Hey, Roy. This female.
All right, we've been on this shit way too long. AP, I'm about to get that hell off.
I love you. I was just kind of, man, them fucking, them kids, man, them kids, it's like, Matt, you know what? Everybody thinks that they know the law. Like, everybody thinks that they know what's going on. People got the misconception of if they is a fucking licensed gun owner, or excuse me, they do have a license for to carry a gun. They think that gives them the license to kill. That does not give them the license to unalive anybody. That gives them the right to protect themselves if there is any imminent danger. All that other shit, because you got a license, and you know that don't give you the right to use excessive force. And you got to look, Mac. There's so many people that's incarcerated because they use excessive force. They might have been legal or legitimate gun owners, but just because you have a license doesn't give you the right to use excessive force. But I appreciate you, nigga. I love you. I apologize for the here and there, but great content, nigga. And I'm on my bullshit tonight.
Yeah, I'm outside too, man. I'm gonna get off of this. I'm reset, go get my little drink, and get out here and cause holy hell. You know what I'm saying? For the people that don't know, my other channel is called MacMean TSTV. I'm gonna be live tomorrow at 6:30, speaking about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. You know what I'm saying? I have a hard time pronouncing that dude's name. You know what I'm saying? But here's the link right here in the chat. Boom. I don't know if y'all could go to it, but that's the actual live. Go over there, hit the like button, do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? My boy AP. We're gonna be out here in these YouTube streets though, right?
Right. We definitely gonna be on these YouTube streets. I'm just warming up right now. I'm warming up.
Me too. The real fun is when I get outside. You know what I mean? Right here, I gotta, you know. Anyway,
I love you, I'm going.
AP, we out.